Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is Hawkeye Women's Basketball, presented by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, delivering the funds the university needs to drive academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Visit uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Also brought to you by University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. Hy-Vee, score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. And by 988 Lifeline. If you or someone you know needs support now, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org. This is the University of Iowa Energy Collab pregame show, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Here's Rob Brooks.
And welcome to the MVP Arena in downtown Albany, New York. It's time for some elite basketball. The Elite Eight, as the Iowa Hawkeyes get set to face the LSU Tigers for the right to head to Cleveland and the Final Four. Of course, a rematch of last year's championship game won by LSU, 102-85, 365 days ago. And, of course, this has been the most anticipated matchup of the NCAA tournament. But to get to this point, both of these teams had to get a job done on Saturday. And for LSU, it was a little more difficult than the Iowa Hawkeyes had with Colorado, as LSU outscored UCLA 30-21 in the fourth quarter to win that game 78-69. LSU really had to play very, very well down the stretch, especially the last 3 minutes, because LSU did lose that lead in the fourth quarter to the Bruins, who shot the ball very well in the second half. And of course, the Iowa Hawkeyes got off to a great start against Colorado, winning the first quarter 22-14, and then the game 89-68. Let's enjoy tonight's national anthem. Well, the fans have been hanging around downtown Albany all afternoon to get ready for this basketball game. And as soon as the doors opened, the fans came in, and the Iowa band was here. And certainly we'll hear plenty of Let's Go Hawks tonight. And LSU will have a contingent here as well. But this will be a pro-Iowa crowd as LSU and Iowa for the final spot in the Final Four. We'll be back and get the pregame comments. Head coach Lisa Bluter. Tiffany will be along with her keys to a Hawkeye victory tonight as a highly anticipated matchup. Just like it was in the national title game last year, we get it in the Elite Eight this year. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
They're on sale now for the Hy-Vee IndyCar Race Weekend Concert Series. Saturday, July 13th, see Luke Combs and Eric Church. And Sunday, July 14th, see Post Malone and Kelsey Ballerini. 5 in concert. 1 ticket per day gets you into a race and 2 concerts. Tickets on sale now at HyVeeIndyCarWeekend.com.
Feel the excitement as NASCAR returns to the Iowa Speedway with Powerball and the Iowa Lottery. Just add the double play bonus to your Powerball ticket for $1, then enter it in the VIP club, and you could win tickets to the sold-out NASCAR race or other exclusive race weekend prizes. Feel the power of NASCAR and double play today. Woohoo! See complete rules and details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Honda Civic, which car and driver called fun to drive. Honda, the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand for 2023. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R car and driver January 2023 based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, GameBridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently by putting you in control, so you can invest on your own terms and grow your savings over time. It's a better way to invest, because it's investing your way. Get started today with as little as $1,000 at GameBridge.io.
Welcome back to the MVP Arena, Albany, New York, as we get set for the Elite Eight, Iowa and LSU, here on the pregame show with Coach Bluter. And Lisa did a great job, especially at the start against Colorado to get to this point. LSU really had to fight hard against a very good UCLA team.
Yeah, they did. They had a 10-point lead almost before halftime. UCLA hit a 3 to get it to 7 and then tied it up and actually went ahead in the second half. But LSU was just too good at the end. Yeah, played very well down the stretch. Won the fourth quarter by 9 points. Rebounding margin for LSU this year, 12.6. Is that their top strength among many? I think they're amazing rebounders, and that's why my number one key is box out. Angel Reese gets over 5 offensive rebounds a game. That's 10 points right there. And then you have Anisha Morrow, who also is at 3.5. And I mean, every one of them really, really rebounds the ball very well. Certainly, you talk about Angel Reese and Johnson, but they've got other players, too, that can really step up, don't they? Yeah, but Flau'jae Johnson has been, Flau'jae Johnson has been really playing well of lately. In the last 5 games, she's nearly 20 points, shooting the ball extremely well from 3-point range. But, yeah, their freshman Michaela Williams is doing great. Anisha Morrow, the transfer from DePaul, obviously playing very, very well. And then you got a point guard like Haley Van Lith, who we played in the last time going to the final, going in this game at the Elite Eight. So hopefully we get the same result as we did last year against her. Last time out, they played 7 players. Seems like a team that relies heavily, though, on the 5 starters we mentioned. Yeah, they really do. They don't go any farther than 7 deep, and they don't play much at all with those 7. But they do have a 6'6" center that comes off the bench, but she's a freshman and slower, and I think we can get up and down the floor on her. We'll be back with more from Coach Bluter after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Did you know that UI ranks near the top of the EPA's Green Power Leaderboard? With 84% of our energy coming from renewable sources. Now you can be a part of the team that makes it happen. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, our partner in a collaborative, ENGIE North America, is now offering part-time, on-campus positions where you can get hands-on, career-inspiring experience in sustainable utility systems management. Check out the jobs and apply now at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. I'm Aaron Bose, pediatric neurologist with the University of Iowa Healthcare. Here, we're working together every day to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, the University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Well, Coach, you've been mixing up your defenses. Is that another item of what you're going to do tonight?
You know, I really feel like we need to play a lot of zone tonight, and we'll see. Like, we're going to start out in zone defense. We will play some player, but I'm really hoping that our zone defense, as long as we can box out of it, that's going to be a key.
Right. Certainly, you've played in big games. How important is it to draw on some of that experience to come into big games?
Well, we've been here before, and I think that everybody's a little more calmer today and tonight because we have been here before, and we know what it takes to get there. And so I think that experience will help us.
The officiating, are you going to pay attention to how this game is called early?
Well, for us, it'd be really nice if it was called pretty handsy, just because you said they're not very deep. And so, one official, I don't know. I've had her before, but not very often. The other two are pretty familiar with us.
Coach, the message to the team, not only at shoot around, but before you take the court tonight. Yeah,
it's really elevate above, some of the things that happen with their team and the emotions that go out, the trash talking and that sort of thing. We just don't want to play against that. Let's play against ourselves. Let's make ourselves. I told the team, nobody can take your power away from you but you. So we want to make sure that we're containing our power and that we're going out there and competing and making Iowa the best basketball team, not just beating LSU, but making it Iowa the best it can be.
Well, let's go Hawks.
Let's go, Rob. Head
coach Lisa Bluter on the pregame show, back with more from Albany after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Orders of the Hawkeye women's basketball postseason. GameBridge and the Parity Flex product designed specifically for women. Crystal Group, 100% employee-owned and driving innovation with real ownership. And the UI Energy Collaborative, enhancing academic and research excellence across campus.
I'm Ingrid Lizarraga, breast surgeon at the University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center, the state's only NCI-designated cancer center. Here, we look beyond just the type of cancer you have to discover the molecular details of the disease. We have teams dedicated to each cancer type, with treatments and trials you won't find anywhere else in Iowa. Go to uihc.org/cancer.
At Crystal Group, we are driven to make the world safer and more efficient by building superior rugged technology for those on the front lines and in industries that grow our economy. As a 100% employee-owned company, our employee owners are committed to each other's success and are motivated to do things others can't or won't. At Crystal Group, we understand that we're part of something bigger and are proud to support our community and the Hawkeyes.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as all the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant, and we're committed to making it clean. By 2025, we'll rely completely on climate-friendly, alternative fuels. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle these new fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa Athletic Programs to serve charities in Eastern Iowa. Learn more at iowaswarm.com.
And before tonight's game between the Hawkeyes and the Tigers, let's listen on the public address and tonight's starting lineups. Well, Lisa Bluter with 882 wins in her career. Kim Mulkey with 723. Keys to the game are presented by Crystal Group. Based in Hiawatha, Crystal Group is a 100% employee-owned company driving innovation with real ownership. Learn more at crystalrugged.com.
Well, Rob, we are back here again, another rematch from 2023. To say there is hype around this game is an understatement. So what is it going to take tonight? Coach Bluter talked about it. I'm going to reiterate. Rebounding. When I played for Coach 20 years ago, she always said defense wins games, rebounding wins championship. Tonight, that will be true. Everybody wants to talk about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, but tonight the matchup is going to be Hannah Stolke and Angel Reese. Angel Reese is number 3 in the country for double-doubles. Hannah's going to need to grit and bear it and stop her there. I'd say the last piece, and again, Coach Bluter got to this, composure. The Hawks win if they stay composed. We can't predict what the refereeing will bring. We can't predict if it's going to be called tight, if it's going to be let them play. There's going to be trash talking, elbows thrown. We can't control any of that, but what we can control is how we react to it. We've got to channel that veteran status, our postseason swagger, and stick together as a team. All eyes on this game tonight. Buckle up. It's going to be a good one.
You better believe it. Hawks are on the court. Home white uniforms, the number 1 seed in the Albany region number 2. With the block Iowa across the front in black with black numbers. Black and gold stripes down the side. Coverage of the NCAA tournament right here on the Hawkeye Radio Network is presented by your Central Midwest Honda dealers. With our amazing lineup of rugged SUVs, your Central Midwest Honda dealers know how to dominate the competition That's why we're such big fans of the black and gold women's basketball team as they continue their tournament push. So, just like Tiff said, fasten your seatbelts and let's go Hawks. And thank you to Central Midwest Honda dealers for your support of Hawkeye women's basketball. And here we go, Angel Reese, Hannah Stolke. Center jump circle. Ball is in the air. Reese wins the tap, gets it to Van Lith. Williams, quick three, left wing, rimming no. Stolke skies for the rebound. First possession for the Hawkeyes. Van Lith comes out on Clark as she angles left side. Backs her way to the basket. Now step back three, left wing. Got it. Clark starts the scoring for the Hawkeyes.
Of course, she's going to start this game with a step back three in your face. That's a good sign.
Van Lith pushes the ball right side to Williams. Now Angel Reese gets into the paint, goes up too strong off the window. Battle for the rebound on the weak side, and it's touched last by Kate Martin. Martin and Morrow went up strong on the left block, and Kate tapped it out of bounds. LSU basketball with the Hawks on top, 3-0. Flau'jae Johnson will inbounds the ball. Just right of the basket, lobs it out to Van Lith. Now cross-court pass to Morrow, short jumper, skips off the right side of the rim, and a push will be called underneath against Hannah Stolke. Coach Bluter thought for sure that was against LSU.
It appeared that Hannah Stolke had the position there, but, you know, could have been an arm bar.
Van Lith gets it in to Johnson. Three-pointer blocked by Marshall deep in the corner. Martin gets the rebound. Ahead to Clark. Angles left side. Another long three. Bouncing on the right side of the rim. No good. Johnson away with the rebound. Hawks on top, 3-0. Flau'jae gets it to Van Lith. Pulls up 15. Got it. A left-handed jump shot from the left wing. Van Lith had 7 points, 5 assists, and 3 steals against UCLA. Here's Clark on the right side, gets all the way to the rim, layup good, went right by Van Lith.
Yeah.
Help was late.
Help was late, and again, Caitlin Clark changed that pace at drop of a dime and got herself a wide open layup.
Morrow on the right side and lost control of the basketball, but it was touched last by the Hawkeyes. And it
some discussion going on.
Right, looked like she just kind of lost it out of bounds, but officials say that it was touched last by the Hawkeyes. Johnson will throw it in. Hawks 5, LSU 2. Van Lith in between the circles. Now Williams has the ball tipped up in the air by Marshall. She tried to get it to the high post, and Gabby brings it in the front court. Ahead to a running Stolke, layup good.
What a pass by Gabby Marshall. Perfect lead time for Hannah to grab that ball.
7-2 Hawkeyes. Inside, Morrow goes to work in the paint. Turnaround short jumper is up and good. That's her first basket. She had 17 against LSU on Saturday. Hawks by 3, 2 minutes into the game. Here's Clark, angles right side, bounce pass to Kate Martin, slicing to the basket, layup good off the window.
You gotta be kidding me with these passes. This is what we need to be doing right now.
Three-pointer left wing, no good by Johnson. Quick trigger in the offense. Hawks with the rebound. Clark, bounce pass. Kate Martin missed the layup, wide open as the Hawkeyes running the floor, beating LSU down. Tigers get the rebound. Williams on the right wing being hounded by a falter, and traveling is called on Michaela Williams, and that was because of the defense from Sydney Falter.
The defense right now with the Hawks is setting the tone, stifling LSU, and then the Hawks are transitioning very quickly into offense and getting those layups.
Tigers in their purple uniforms with the white LSU across the front, white numbers. 9-4 Hawkeyes with the lead in the basketball. Clark across the timeline. O'Grady into the game, gives a screen. Now step back three straight away. Clark buries it.
Big screen there by Addie O'Grady. Got to give her a shout out. Made herself big and strong, and Caitlin Clark used that screen perfectly.
What a start for the Hawkeyes. 12-4. Inside. Shot is up and good by Morrow, who got loose down on the left block. She has 4. Here's Clark racing into the paint. Kicks it right side. Martin Now top of the key, Gabby Marshall, 12-6 Hawkeyes. Clark to O'Grady, outside the paint, she dribbles it out. Now will set a screen, Clark uses it, feeds the ball left side, Kate Martin for three, got it!
Wow.
Hawks are hot.
They are hot. 5 out of 6 on their last shots, passing the ball well. Right now, this is a recipe for success.
Last tier Poa into the game. She's the 6th player that comes off the bench for LSU. Johnson, left wing. Now to Reese. She's doubled outside the paint. Cross-court pass to Williams. Fires a three-pointer. Rims around and drops through. 6-foot freshman, averages 14.4, and the Hawkeyes run the floor again, and Sydney Falter beats everybody down the court for her first bucket.
Yeah, and kind of bobbled the catch just a little bit. It was a beautiful pass from assist by Caitlin Clark, but maintained her composure and laid it in. What a start for the Hawkeyes.
And a called timeout. LSU as Iowa sprints out to a 17-9 advantage with 6:03 left to go in the first. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Thank you to the supporters of the Hawkeye women's basketball postseason. Gamebridge and the Parity Flex product designed specifically for women. Crystal Group, 100% employee-owned and driving innovation with real ownership. And the UI Energy Collaborative, enhancing academic and research excellence across campus.
Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Honda Civic, which car and driver called fun to drive. Honda, the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com best value brand for 2023. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R car and driver January 2023 based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, Gamebridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently by putting you in control, so you can invest on your own terms and grow your savings over time. It's a better way to invest, because it's investing your way. Get started today with as little as $1,000 at Gamebridge.io.
Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa Athletic Programs to serve charities in Eastern Iowa. Learn more at iowaswarm.com.
Postseason coverage on the Hawkeye Radio Network is presented by your Central Midwest Honda dealers. The entire season was special, and the postseason promises to be just as thrilling as taking the curves in an exciting Honda sedan. Your Central Midwest Honda dealers are proud to support the Black and Gold women's basketball team and to be a part of the postseason. Go Hawkeyes!
Hawkeyes just been sizzling here in the first quarter. 7 out of 9 from the floor. 3 out of 4 from three-point range. 4 of the 5 starters have already scored. And tonight's opening tip is brought to you by Farmers State Bank. Earn $250 when you open an eligible checking account at the Tiffin branch or online. Get rewarded for banking with FSB. Visit myfsbonline.com for complete details. Subject to approval, minimum $50 deposit, requires e-statements and direct deposit. Member FDIC. LSU 4 out of 9 from the floor, just 1 out of 4 from three-point range. And LSU is taking some quick shots from three in the offense, and that's really not their game.
It is not their game, and they got to prove to us that they can make that. So the Hawks don't want to adjust that defense right now. It's working. Haley Van Lith made a sort of mid-range jumper, but that's also not their game, and they've had a couple of misses on that too. So want to keep the ball outside of the paint as far out as they can get it and make them show us they can make the threes.
Hawks have done a good job in doubling Angel Reese every time she touches the ball. And it will be LSU basketball out of the timeout. Poa on the point. Angles left side. Hawks in that 2-3 zone. Now inside Reese, has to kick it back out to Poa for three and drills it just left to the top of the key.
Yeah, that was a situation where they doubled down on Angel Reese and she found Poa wide open.
And Clark tries to answer with a three, straight away, no good. Rimmed out, rebound hauled down by Morrow. Now Williams on the left wing, hesitates, gets to the baseline, short jumper, no. Reese, the rebound, put back is good. Her first basket, she had 16 and 11 against UCLA, averages a double-double at 18-7 and 13-2. Here's Clark, left wing. Now Sydney Afalter, free throw line extended left. Now to Marshall, she'll fire a three, left wing. Got it! Rattled it home, did Gabby Marshall.
She's keeping it rolling. You can just see there's an intensity but also a calmness about Gabby Marshall. She has been down this road before. She knows exactly what she's doing.
4 out of 5 from three-point range against Colorado. And it's 20-14. Hawks by 6. Poa, right wing, fires to Johnson. Now in the corner, Williams for three. Got it. Michaela Williams already her second three-pointer. She had 12 against the Bruins. 4:40 left to go in the first. LSU pulls to within 3. Here's Clark, top of the key, angles right side, bounce pass along the baseline. Martin, now to Stolke, goes up. And then now kicks it back out to Falter, who a top of the key three, drills it. It looked like Hannah Stolke was going to go up, felt the double team, and kicked it to the open player.
Great read by Hannah Stolke, exactly what we want to do.
Morrow gets it in deep in the paint, goes up and finishes off the window. She has 6, has scored over 2,000 points and has over 1,000 rebounds in her career. Here's Clark at the free throw line, pulls up, and the floater is no good. Off the left side of the rim, and Angel Reese comes down with the rebound. Hawkeyes by 4. Right side, Williams, she'll fire again from 3, no good. Angel Reese with the putback.
That's a situation that Coach Bluder was talking about in their pregame interview. When you're in that zone, you got to find a body, and Angel Reese just snuck right in with an easy putback.
That was her major concern.
Yep.
Able to box out against LSU is very good in that category. Clark all the way to the window, score the basket, and she's fouled. Went right around Poa. And that's reminiscent of what she did against Colorado.
Exactly, finding her way to the rim. And you know, Poa last year, remember, took a couple charges on Caitlin Clark, so I'm sure she's remembering that, but obviously had a beautiful drive to the hoop.
So Poa picks up the foul. Clark scores the hoop, and she's the first player in double figures already with 10 on 4 of 7 from the floor. And we've got timeout on the court with 3:29 left to go in the first quarter. The Hawkeyes maintain a 25-21 advantage. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative is proud to be a season-long sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball. Visit us at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Well, this is the MVP Arena in downtown Albany, New York. A building that opened back on January 30th, 1990. And was renovated in 2010. Of course, Sienna plays here, so Fran McCaffrey obviously knows this building very, very well. It opened as Knickerbocker Arena, and then was Pepsi Arena, Times Union Center, and now MVP Arena.
And do we know, does the MVP stand for anything? No, just...
It stands for something.
Well, right, but it's not a sponsored arena. Like
might be.
We'll have to do some work in the Google area to figure that out.
This time out, it gives us a chance to remind you that this broadcast of the NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championship is authorized under broadcast rights granted by the NCAA through Westwood One. It is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience, and any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the NCAA and Westwood One is strictly prohibited. Now for the Hawkeyes, 10 out of 14, still over 70%, 71.4%. The Hawkeyes have led the entire game. That has encompassed 6 minutes and 15 seconds as there's 3:29 left to go in the first. Iowa 25, LSU 21. Clark already with 10, but even more importantly than that, everybody getting involved. All 5 starters have scored, and Iowa shooting 5 of 7 from three-point range.
Yeah, all 5 starters scored already. Hawks are at 6 assists. Both teams honestly shooting the ball very well right now. Hawks are 6 of their last 8. LSU is 4 of their last 5. We've got a great game here. You know, Hawks have that 4-point lead and just want to kind of keep rolling and keep passing it around and looking to get inside.
So Clark made the layup, fouled by Poa, and completes the 3-point play. So now she has 11, had 29 and 15 assists against the Buffaloes. 26-21 in favor of the Hawkeyes. Here's Williams on the left wing. Lob pass inside. Caught deep by Angel Reese. Goes up with the right hand off the window and scores. Hawkeyes down in the rebounding category 8-3. Reese with 6. Here's Clark behind the back pass, and it falls into the hands of Sydney Falter on the left wing, and then she crashes into Morrow, and Falter will pick up her first. That's the team's second personal. LSU basketball, the Hawks by 3. Feuerbach in. The Falter out. Poa walks the ball across the timeline. Angles right side. Clark is out there now in the corner to Johnson, who has not scored. Inside Reese, up and under move, hit the bottom of the glass, and the ball taken by Feuerbach. Pulls up her dribble in the backcourt, gets it to Clark. Now ahead to Martin on the right side, hands it back to Caitlin. And then Caitlin tried to get it to Martin, and it was stolen away, but then the ball goes out of bounds as Williams was unable to save it before stepping out of bounds. 2:36 left to go in the first. Hawks by 3 with the basketball. Clark will throw it in along the baseline, looks inside the paint, and now a kick by Poa as Stolke came out to the right side to receive the pass. So after the kick, the shot clock will reset from 17 to 20.
20 seconds on the shot clock.
So we'll do it again. Clark, bounce pass to Stolke, free throw line extended right. Angel Reese on her. Now Feuerbach, here's Clark coming off a screen, 3-pointer left side, short, and the long rebound, hustled down by Morrow, who brings it into the front court. LSU down 3. Work it around the arc, and then Martin batted the ball away, but Johnson got it back. Gets it right side, Morrow, medium jumper right side, no good. Stolke the rebound to Clark. Down to Kate Martin on the right block, goes up strong off the window, couldn't finish. Ball tipped into the hands of Morrow. Down court pass to Angel Reese. Goes up with the layup, good. Reese with 8 to lead LSU.
She's kind of warming up here a little bit. We want to keep our eyes on her.
26-25, Hawkeyes lead cut to 1. 1:40 left to go, first quarter. Clark across the timeline, Poa on her. Angles right side, and now here's a steal by Reese. They tried to get the ball to Stolke. Wide open layup for Angel Reese is good. No soft passes for the Hawks.
No, and Angel Reese is known for that. She gets in the passing lanes.
And a blocking foul will be called on Poa as Clark was in between the circles and tried to bring it to the right side. And that's her second. A Falter back for Feuerbach.
Poa is definitely one of LSU's best defenders, so it's good to get her out. She's obviously got the Caitlin Clark assignment tonight. And as Coach and you guys talked about, they don't have a deep bench, so.
Hawks get in. Clark gets it into the corner to Gabby Marshall for 3. No good. Rebound taken down by Morrow. And we have a whistle underneath.
Almost looked like that could have been an over the back on LSU.
Certainly some contact there, but
Hawks came up with the basketball, so that's all that matters.
And A.J. Edgar will come into the game. Box set for the Hawkeyes. Clark looks inside. Still looks. Needs to get it in, and that's a 5-second violation. LSU basketball. The Hawks down 1. LSU grabs its first lead of the night, 27-26.
Yeah, they're on a 6-0 run, and the Hawks have had 3 turnovers in the last 2 minutes, so they've got to kind of clean it up here.
Van Lith, free throw line extended right against Marshall. Brings it to Johnson. Rajay Johnson has not scored. Now will fire from 20. That's a long 2, left wing, and that's her first basket. She had 24 and 12 boards against UCLA. Here's Clark, top of the key. Angles right side, weaves through some traffic, tried to get it inside, throws it away into the hands of Angel Reese. Reese drops it off. Layup is good by Williams. That's 8 for Williams. Extend that run to 10-0 now for LSU. 30 seconds left to go in the quarter. The Hawks can basically hold for the final shot. LSU 31, Iowa 26. Hawks got off to a great start. Van Lith against Clark. Caitlin out near the timeline. Angles right side. Dribbles between her legs. Takes that right-handed dribble. Turns the corner. Gets into the paint. Now kicks it into the corner. And results in a Martin 3. Left wing, no. And LSU grabs the rebound to end the quarter. So LSU will end the quarter on a 10-0 run. But the Hawkeyes got off to a really good start as we've played 10 minutes of basketball. LSU 31, Iowa 26. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hey, Hawkeyes, while your hard-working class are on the court, there's a team behind the scenes making sure that the power keeps going, the water keeps flowing, and the temps inside are just right. Introducing the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative. The collaborative is a public-private partnership between UI, NG, and Meridium. It delivers the funds UI needs to drive our academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Check it out at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Welcome back to the MVP Arena, Albany, New York, as LSU on a 10-0 run to finish the first quarter, as the Tigers made 4 of their last 4 to grab the lead 31-26, but Iowa still led for 8 minutes and 13 seconds in the first quarter. LSU just for 131. Hawks still shooting over 55%, did cool off in the last 3 minutes, had been over 70%. And the rebounding totals now something to watch. That's a top line item. LSU has 12, Iowa 5. Tigers have 4 offensive boards.
Yeah, that is one. You got to get it in check. As you say all the time, it's about ebbs and flows, maintaining the runs. And the Hawks need to kind of come out of this timeout refocused and ready to kind of buckle down on defense, but also settle down on offense.
Hawk fans, Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield knows you're here for every fadeaway, every alley-oop, every buzzer beater, and Wellmark is here for every moment too, with trusted health coverage committed to making healthcare better. Learn more at wellmark.com/hoops. Also, U.S. Cellular is a proud sponsor of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular wants you to make the most of today by choosing game day traditions first and scrolling later. U.S. Cellular, built for us. We talked about that rebounding margin that LSU has this season at plus 12.6, so you knew that was going to be a concern coming in. And when you play zone, it's a little bit tougher to find those bodies to box out. And Angel Reese already with 3 offensive rebounds and 10 points on 5 of 7 shooting, and she has 2 steals and 3 assists.
Yeah, she's kind of heating up, and she is just tough. She's a great defender, a great rebounder, great shooter. I think we get Hannah kind of back in the game and kind of reset there as well.
LSU with 18 points in the paint. The Hawks with 10 in the first quarter. A.J. Ediger will start for Hannah Stalkey in the second quarter. And now Hannah will go to the scorer's table, so she'll get in next dead ball. Hawkeye basketball. Here's Clark. Step back 3, right wing, off the back of the bracket. And Reese, another rebound. Averages 13.2 of them. Johnson on the right side. Now comes to the top of the key. Van Lith. Left side. Fakes left. Goes right. Pulls for 3. And the left-hander knocks it down on the left wing. That's her second basket, first 3-pointer, and she has 5. It's 34-26. Here's Clark into the paint. Gets it to Sydney Falter, right side, 3. Count it for Sydney.
Right back at you, says Sydney Falter. Again, her thing, her shooting has improved so much this year, and she has made herself a threat on the court.
That's her second 3-pointer. She had 15 and 5 against Colorado. Here's Williams. Pull-up jumper at the elbow from 16, no. Rebound along the baseline taken down by a Falter. Hawks down 5. Here's Marshall, just underway, second quarter. Here's Clark, takes it into the paint, drops it off for A.J. Ediger. She goes up and has it swatted away by Angel Reese. Hawkeye basketball. Here comes Stalkey.
I know those block shots are kind of exciting, but you know, the Hawks got the ball back. No harm, no foul, just reset.
Ediger will sit down. Clark will throw it in. Looks inside, now gets it to Martin. Kate brings it out on the right wing. Now Marshall in between the circles. Reverse the ball to Ediger. Gets a screen. Make that to Falter. Now tries to get the ball inside to Stalkey. It was knocked away by LSU. Both teams go after the ball, and it's a tie-up situation. LSU basketball.
Yeah, really tough pass there by Sydney Falter. Low bounce pass, too close to Hannah Stalkey. That was almost an uncatchable pass.
Some of the passes that were so hard against West Virginia, they're hard against LSU.
Exactly. That similar type vibe where they're getting their hands into every passing lane and
working the baseline. Williams goes up, and before the shot went down, traveling is called. Hawkeye basketball. Down 5. 8:14 left to go until halftime. Here's Marshall on the right side. Now Martin in between the circles. Johnson comes out on her. Kate holds the ball, now finds Clark. She hesitates, gets into the paint all the way to the rim, and the shot is blocked, but a foul will be called as Clark went right at Angel Reese.
And I like right now that Caitlin Clark's missed a couple of threes here in her last attempts, and so she's getting herself to the hoop.
And now Angel Reese took a spill underneath the basket and might have came down on that right ankle.
She's grabbing her ankle, yeah.
So
kind of
she's over,
hopped off the court, couldn't even put pressure on it.
getting some attention on the sideline, and Aaliyah Del Rosario will come in, a 6'6" freshman averaging 4.8. That was Reese's first foul. Clark at the line, shooting 2, and misses the first one. Skipped off the front and back of the iron, no good. Of course, Angel Reese spent 2 years at Maryland. Second one good. So Clark with 12 pulls the Hawkeyes to within 4. Van Lith in between the circles. Clark on her. Haley, a transfer from Louisville, of course. Played against Iowa in the Elite Eight last year. Now Morrow is called for traveling as she tried to make a move from the left wing into the paint. The Hawkeyes held firmly that time.
Well, in both of these last travels, who's been the defender? Sydney Falter. She has quick feet. She cuts off at the baseline, causes a lot of ruckus for LSU.
Here's Clark, hands it off to Stuckey, drives to the basket and missed the right-handed layup. Just came off the front of the iron. LSU with the rebound. Van Lith in the paint, kicks it to Williams, left side. Sydney Falter comes out on her, gets a screen. Williams now pull-up jumper from the free throw line, in and out. Stuckey, good rebound in the paint. Gets it ahead to Clark. Hawks down by 4. 7:10 left to go, second quarter. Lob pass in for Stuckey, and it goes off the hands of Hannah Stuckey, and it will be LSU basketball.
Again, LSU is going to get their hand in it, but also need to lead Hannah a little bit more. We're kind of passing away from the basket towards the middle of the lane and need to kind of lead her to the hoop.
LSU has not scored for 2:35. Here's Van Lith in between the circles. Right side Johnson, outside the arc, fakes right, goes left. Marshall tried to take a charge, no call. Johnson weaves her way into the paint, then drops it off for Morrow. Short jumper, no. Clark away with the rebound. Caitlin in the front court, still 34-30 LSU. Clark at the free throw line, drops it off for Stuckey, drives down the right side of the lane, goes up strong, shot no good, but Del Rosario picks up her first foul.
Love that attack by Hannah Stuckey. Started just below the free throw line, kind of drove across court and used her body well.
Angel Reese is back in the game, limping a little bit.
I was just going to say, still appears to be hobbling.
So Del Rosario comes out of the game. Hannah Stuckey knocks down the free throw. She has 6, had a double-double against Colorado. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Second one in the air, got it. Boy, has she improved that free throw shooting.
The Hawks really shoot very, very well from the free throw line.
Iowa now down 2. LSU with the basketball. Williams in the corner, gets it to Reese on the left block, goes to the middle of the paint, throws it up with the right hand, and scores off the window.
She had probably 3 Iowa defenders on her. Tough shot.
Goes up by 4. Tigers with the lead, Hawks with the basketball. 6:10 left to go, second quarter. Here's Clark out near the timeline. Angles left side, pulls up her dribble. Now Stuckey drives down the right side of the lane, pump fake off Angel Reese. Good off the window.
Smart ball player, Hannah Stuckey. She knows. Take it to Angel Reese, potentially draw that second foul.
Reese, one of the players that got into foul trouble last year in the national title game, missed the 15-foot jumper from the elbow. Marshall went after the rebound, and a foul will be called on LSU.
Gabby Marshall with a strong box out, found her gal and just kept her position. Keeps kind of grabbing her head right now because when she fell on that earlier possession, maybe kind of bonked it.
Trying to take that charge.
Yeah.
Johnson, her first foul. Stuckey, free throw line, tries to back in the paint. Now kicks it out to a Falter for 3. A little bit strong, missed it from the left wing. Rebound to Williams. LSU by 2 with the basketball. Williams on the right side tries to go to work against Kate Martin, and a Falter comes to help double and knocks it out of bounds right on the sideline by the Iowa bench. LSU will retain possession.
Ferocious defense right now from Sid Falter.
As always, LSU gets it in. Here's Williams, backs up in between the circles. Johnson, who only has 2 points on the left side, will fire a 17-foot jumper and hit it from the left wing.
Now that is where she is deadly. That mid-range jumper is her bread and butter. So the Hawks will want to read those screens very carefully.
Halfway through the second quarter, LSU 38, Iowa 34. Hawks with the basketball. Here's Stuckey on the right wing, backs her way into the paint, turns, spins, goes up left hand, blocked by Reese. Into the hands of Morrow. Ahead to Williams on the right side. Hesitates, thought about a 3. Drops it inside to Angel Reese. Backs in on Stuckey, shot no. Both teams battle for the board, and it's dug up by, guess who? Sydney Falter. She's doubled in the corner, gets it to Kate Martin, and Kate finally gets it ahead to Marshall. Cross-court pass left side. Clark for three. Count it! Right in front of the Tigers bench.
What a grind for the Hawkeyes to withstand LSU coming at them at the half court. Sealed with a kiss by Caitlin Clark and her three-point shot.
Pulls the Hawks to within one. Van Lith for three, right at the top of the key off the back of the bracket. Long rebound to LSU. Back to Van Lith. She'll fire another three-pointer. Rimming no. Missed that one from the right side. Marshall the rebound. Gets it to Clark, racing across the timeline. Top of the key. Now to Marshall for three, left side. Rimming no. Rebound taken down by Williams. LSU on the move, up by one. Pass to the lane. Van Lith, left-handed shot. The floater, no. Rebound, Williams. Put back, no good. And finally, Clark with the rebound. Caitlin brings it across the timeline. Logo three, left side. Shot no good off the left side of the rim. And this place would have really exploded.
She knew that. She's tested it to see. Can I keep it rolling?
LSU 0 for their last 5. 1 of their last 7 from the floor. Tigers by 1. Van Lith angles right side in front of the Iowa bench. Keeps that left-handed dribble going. Morrow, top of the key. Inside, Reese goes up and a whistle.
Looked like she shuffled her feet a little bit there first.
And Gabby Marshall is conferring with one of the officials saying the exact same thing.
Yeah. That's what you call getting bailed out.
Timeout on the court. Intense matchup here in Albany. Elite 8, and that is for sure. LSU has a 1-point advantage at 38-37 over the Hawks. We'll be back with more from Albany. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
A public-private partnership between the University of Iowa, ENGIE, and Meridium, the UI Energy Collaborative drives academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Visit uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Tickets are on sale now for the Hy-Vee IndyCar Race Weekend Concert Series. Saturday, July 13th, see Luke Combs and Eric Church. Sunday, July 14th, see Post Malone and Kelsey Ballerini, 5 in concert. 1 ticket per day gets you into a race and 2 concerts. Tickets on sale now at HyVeeIndyCarWeekend.com.
Thank you to the supporters of the Hawkeye women's basketball postseason. GameBridge and the Parity Flex product designed specifically for women. Crystal Group, 100% employee-owned and driving innovation with real ownership. And the UI Energy Collaborative, enhancing academic and research excellence across campus.
Postseason coverage on the Hawkeye Radio Network is presented by your Central Midwest Honda dealers. Fasten your seatbelts, Iowa fans. It's postseason time. After a spectacular season, the women's basketball team is racing faster than a Honda Accord into the postseason, with their eyes on a thrilling drive to the finish. From your Central Midwest Honda dealers, go Hawkeyes!
Hawkeyes down 1, 38-37, 3:02 left to go in high intensity here from Albany. 20 points in the paint for LSU, 12 for the Hawkeyes, but Iowa has outscored LSU 11-7 in the second quarter after LSU went on a 10-0 run to end the first.
Yeah, we're seeing that kind of turnaround. They're on a scoring drop. The other thing here is in quarter 2, which we still have 3 minutes left, the Hawks have 8 rebounds. So they've kind of turned around their rebounding a little bit as well. That, of course, has led to outlet passes, wide open threes, and some layups.
Caitlin Clark leads the way with 15 points, but all starters for the Hawkeyes have scored. Hannah Stalkey has 9, but just picked up her second foul, so we'll see how Coach Bluter and her staff elect to play the final 3:02 of quarter number 2. Kate Martin has 5, Marshall a 3-pointer, and Sydney Falter with 8. Hucknall's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 57 years. Hucknall is conveniently located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oaknall.com to learn more. Also, the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative is the proud presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball this season, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. So it'll be free throws for LSU. Angel Reese will get 2. Her brother Julian Reese plays basketball at Maryland. Reese, her first free throw of the night, no good. She's got 12 points and 7 boards, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Second one, got it.
Yeah,
that gives the Tigers a 2-point lead.
Yeah. Between Angel Reese and Anissa Morrow, they can be a dangerous duo. They are number 3 and number 6 in the NCAA for double-doubles. I think they've had 21. Angel's had 25 double-doubles this season. Anissa's had 21. So they are ones we want to keep their eye on. And, of course, they're on path, at least Angel's on path to get that double-double.
And they both have over 2,000 career points and over 1,000 rebounds. And now basketball has some perspiration on it, so they're wiping that down. And it will be Hawkeye basketball. 2:59 left to go, second quarter. Hawks down by 2. Clark against Van Liff. Angles right side. Kicks it back out to Kylie Feuerbach, who just came into the game. Now Marshall in between the circles. Reverses to Clark. Outside the arc. O'Grady comes out to screen. Clark gets to the free throw line, then lost control of the basketball and out of bounds. It looked like she was trying to get somebody underneath, but nobody was there.
Yeah, and then got tapped out of bounds, so a reset. But yeah, that was kind of a uncharacteristic pass by Caitlin Clark.
Only 7 to shoot. Martin in for Feuerbach. Get it into a falter. Hawks need to recognize. As Sydney drives baseline against Reese. Layup off the window is good.
What a drive. She's fearless tonight.
Good quick first step, aggressive move. And now contact and a foul as Johnson was fouled by Gabby Marshall. That's her first. It'll be ball possession for the Tigers. We're tied at 39. Great job by the Hawks to get a bucket with only 7 on the shot clock. Here's Reese along the baseline against O'Grady. She'll fire, 10-foot jump shot, no good. Weak side board, Morrow. Turnaround shot is no good. Kind of took that one away from Kate Martin, but then Martin got the rebound.
Yep.
Ahead to Clark. Hands it off to Kate, top of the key. Marshall, right side, bounce pass O'Grady. Back to Marshall in the paint. Now a falter. Dribbles to the right side. Clark whips it into a falter. And now to O'Grady, who went up with the left hand and made a great move, just couldn't knock it down. Quickly down court. Van Liff suspends herself in the air, goes up, contact with Clark, and Caitlin will pick up her first foul.
Yeah, kind of a slightly delayed whistle, and again a call kind of away from the ball there. Looks like it was pretty clean.
So Van Liff will be at the free throw line. Tied at 39. Can give LSU a 1-point advantage. First one rolls in. Haley Van Liff leads LSU in assists this year. Looking for her 7th point and gets it. 2 out of 2 from the line. LSU grabs a 2-point advantage. 41-39, 1:43 left to go until halftime. Here's a falter. Drives, paint. Shot is up, partially blocked, and dug up by LSU. Almost taken away by a falter, but here's Morrow into the corner. Williams open three, left wing, no, and O'Grady the rebound. Gets it to Clark into the front court, dribbles behind her back, gets into the paint, all the way to the window, layup good.
Magical. She's a magician. What a play. What a move. That behind the back and up.
And just doing a great job taking the ball to the rim. Turnaround jumper, paint, Morrow, no.
Addie O'Grady with a box out.
And that's the second on Reese.
These are the little things, right? Addie O'Grady might not get all the minutes in the world, but to come into the game and have Angel Reese sit down because she's drew her second foul, that's a little thing that has a big impact.
1 minute left to go in the second quarter. Tied at 41. Here's Clark. Gets into the paint. Right-handed layup good. Never went to the left. Just scooped it right up off the window. Clark with 19. She had 30 against the Tigers in the title game last season. Pull-up jumper straight away 16 feet is good by Flau'jae Johnson. She has 6. Tied again at 43. A falter, hands it off to Clark. Near the timeline with 30 seconds left to go. About a 10-second differential. Shot clock, game clock. Van Lith on Clark. Caitlin with that left-handed dribble. Gets an O'Grady screen. Gets into the paint. Hesitates. Comes back out right side. Now gets to the rim. Hands off to O'Grady. Mid-range jumper. Paint. Good.
What a beautiful pass. O'Grady was ready for that. Love this style of basketball we're seeing right here.
Great soft touch by O'Grady on the move to the rim. Beautiful spin move up and good by Johnson right before the buzzer to end the quarter.
Gotta give her some major credit. She is a player. We saw her just ball out versus UCLA, and here she is again.
Was so good down the stretch that she has been all season, but really, and it took that game over against the Bruins to get LSU that victory. Well, nothing decided yet. We've played 20 minutes, and we're tied at 45. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. I'm Aaron Bowes, pediatric neurologist with the University of Iowa Healthcare. Here, we're working together every day to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, the University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org.
Did you know that UI ranks near the top of the EPA's Green Power Leaderboard? With 84% of our energy coming from renewable sources. Now you can be a part of the team that makes it happen. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, our partner in a collaborative, ENGIE North America, is now offering part-time, on-campus positions where you can get hands-on, career-inspiring experience in sustainable utility systems management. Check out the jobs and apply now at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Honda Civic, which car and driver called fun to drive. Honda, the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com best value brand for 2023. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R car and driver January 2023 based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
At Crystal Group, we are driven to make the world safer and more efficient by building superior rugged technology for those on the front lines and in industries that grow our economy. As a 100% employee-owned company, our employee owners are committed to each other's success and are motivated to do things others can't or won't. At Crystal Group, we understand that we're part of something bigger and are proud to support our community and the Hawkeyes.
Have you heard about this new type of television experience from Epson? It's called the Epic Vision Ultra Laser Projection TV. It combines a new type of laser projection technology along with a unique Epson Silverflex screen to produce an epic 120-inch 4K Pro UHD picture that's up to 4 times bigger than a traditional 60-inch TV. There's no better way to watch live sports, and watching Iowa basketball play live on this big bright TV is simply awesome. If you're a sports fanatic like me, you need to check this new Epson TV out for yourself. Visit Epson.com/TV to learn more.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Brought to you by Authentic Brand, the premium label of choice. Hy-Vee, score big savings with the new Hy-Vee Perks membership. Iowa Lottery, be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. Honda, to see how Honda crushes the competition, see your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. And by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. This is the U.S. Cellular Halftime Show. U.S. Cellular, built for the Hawkeyes. Built for silencing notifications and turning up the noise. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Now back to courtside.
Hawkeyes outscored LSU in the second quarter 19-14. We're tied at 45. LSU's big lead was 8 at the 9:34 mark of the second quarter. The Hawkeyes have led by 9. That was in the first quarter with 6:41 left to go. LSU did have a 13-point scoring run. The Hawkeyes have had a 6-0 run. There's been 2 lead changes. Game has been tied 4 times. And as you would expect in a tie game, Iowa has led for 8 minutes and 36 seconds. LSU for 9:27. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Time for our halftime stats report, brought to you by Hy-Vee. Score big savings with the all-new, totally free Hy-Vee Perks membership.
Well, Rob, the people have gotten what they wanted. A heck of a ball game. The Hawks tonight are led by Caitlin Clark with 19 points, 5 assists. Cynthia Falter, 10 points, 3 rebounds. Hannah Stolke with 6 points, 5 rebounds. Kate Martin with 5 points. Gabby Marshall with a 3. And Addie O'Grady with her pull-up jumper for 2. Hawks are shooting 50% from the field, 43% from the three-point line, have 15 rebounds. For LSU, they are led by Angel Reese, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, followed by Flau'jae Johnson, 8 points. Haley Van Lith with 7 points. Michaela Williams, 8 points, 5 rebounds. Last year, Poa, 3 points, and they have 23 rebounds, 7 offensive boards, shooting 46% from the field and 36% from the three-point line. You kind of take a look at where the points are coming from, kind of even here, really. Points from turnovers, LSU 6, Iowa 6. Points in the paint, LSU 22, Iowa 20. LSU has 4 second chance points to Iowa 0, 6 fast break points for LSU to Iowa's 2, and points off the bench, LSU's got 3, Iowa's got 2. So really it's a tied ball game. I would say the offensive rebounding and the rebounding for LSU has been a problem, but I would say in the latter part of that second quarter, the Hawks kind of stopped that and tamped that down a bit.
Second quarter much better than the first quarter in that category. LSU with 7 offensive boards, the Hawkeyes with 1. LSU 3 out of 4 from the free throw line, Iowa 4 out of 5. Morrow and Johnson and Williams have all played 20 minutes. Clark and Marshall all 20 for the Hawkeyes. Back with more on the U.S. Cellular Halftime Show. We are tied at 45, the Hawks and the Tigers. This is Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Feel the excitement as NASCAR returns to the Iowa Speedway with Powerball and the Iowa Lottery. Just add the double play bonus to your Powerball ticket for $1, then enter it in the VIP club, and you could win tickets to the sold-out NASCAR race or other exclusive race weekend prizes. Feel the power of NASCAR and double play today. Woohoo! See complete rules and details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Honda Civic, which car and driver called fun to drive. Honda, the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand for 2023. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R car and driver January 2023 based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
This is the U.S. Cellular Halftime Show. As a proud sponsor of the Iowa Hawkeyes, U.S. Cellular wants you to make the most of today by choosing game day traditions first and scrolling later. The U.S. Cellular built for us. Well, two teams already heading to Cleveland, and number one South Carolina defeated Oregon State yesterday 70-58, and NC State took care of Texas. Number 3 seed beat the number 1 seed in the Regional 4 in Portland. Wolfpack 76 and Texas 66. A little bit of an upset there, but NC State has had a terrific program and have been playing great basketball, and they get both their men's and women's team into the Final Four. Of course, we're tied at 45 here, and then later on tonight, it is UConn and USC. As winner of that game will play the winner of this game Friday night in Cleveland. You can feel the excitement as NASCAR returns to the Iowa Speedway with Powerball and the Iowa Lottery. Add the double play bonus to your Powerball ticket for your chance to win exclusive NASCAR prizes. See complete details and rules at ialottery.com/VIP. The Hawks and the Tigers tied at 45. The winner heads to Cleveland and the Final Four. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Thank you to the supporters of the Hawkeye women's basketball postseason. GameBridge and the Parity Flex product designed specifically for women. Crystal Group, 100% employee-owned and driving innovation with real ownership. And the UI Energy Collaborative, enhancing academic and research excellence across campus. A public-private partnership between the University of Iowa, ENGIE, and Meridium, the UI Energy Collaborative drives academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Visit uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Do you want to play an integral part in helping the Hawks win championships? Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa football and the Iowa men's and women's basketball programs to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Your tax-deductible Swarm donation will compensate our Iowa student athletes for working to further the missions of local charities such as the United Way, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and more. Go to iowaswarm.com for more information and make Iowa athletics the place for our student athletes to experience the thrill of winning championships.
Tickets are on sale now for the Hy-Vee IndyCar Race Weekend Concert Series. Saturday, July 13th, see Luke Combs and Eric Church. And Sunday, July 14th, see Post Malone and Kelsey Ballerini live in concert. 1 ticket per day gets you into a race and 2 concerts. Tickets on sale now at HyVeeIndyCarWeekend.com.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Rob Brooks and Tiffany Reedy back at the MVP Arena, downtown Albany, New York. The Hawks back out on the floor, as are the Tigers. The Hawks, the basket to our left. LSU, the hoop to our right. And Tiffany, when you look at the first 20 minutes, I think both teams really played well, seemed to play loose, and this has been a fun game to watch, tied at 45.
It has. It has just a lighter vibe maybe than that national championship game where so much was going on. And I think, obviously tied 45-45, it's anybody's game. But what we're seeing here tonight is just really, really talented players face off against each other.
If you or someone you know needs support now, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org. Third quarter coming up next from Albany after the break. The Hawks and the Tigers tied at 45. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
If you've got the right tools and the friendly people at U.S. Bank in your corner, making smarter money choices is a piece of cake. If only our tools and helpful advisors could have helped you avoid some of those not-so-smart choices in life. Like that time you tried to pick up unicycling.
Whoa, coming through!
Or when you thought it'd be okay to pet that squirrel in the park.
Good squirrel, good squirrel.
While we can't help you with all that, we can help you bank smartly at usbank.com/smartertogether. Member FDIC.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Do you want to play an integral part in helping the Hawks win championships? Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa football and the Iowa men's and women's basketball programs to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Your tax-deductible Swarm donation will compensate our Iowa student athletes for working to further the missions of local charities such as the United Way, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and more. Go to iowaswarm.com for more information and make Iowa athletics the place for our student athletes to experience the thrill of winning championships.
Tickets are on sale now for the Hy-Vee IndyCar Race Weekend Concert Series. Saturday, July 13th, see Luke Combs and Eric Church. And Sunday, July 14th, see Post Malone and Kelsey Ballerini live in concert. 1 ticket per day gets you into a race and 2 concerts. Tickets on sale now at HyVeeIndyCarWeekend.com.
Starting 5 for the Hawkeyes: Kate Martin, Gabby Marshall, Hannah Stolke, Sydney Falter, and Caitlin Clark. Really everybody in pretty good shape foul-wise for the Hawkeyes. Stolke does have 2. Johnson, Reese, Van Lith, Williams, Morrow for LSU. Reese does have 2 fouls as well. And Poa, who's kind of the 6th player for LSU, has 2 as well. Hawkeyes start with the basketball in quarter number 3. Basket to our left. Here's a Falter in between the circles. Holds the ball. Now gets it to Clark on the right wing. Against Van Lith. Pulls for 3 and drills it from the right side.
Now that's a way to start a half.
Just like she started the first quarter.
Exactly. Deja vu.
21 for Clark. Johnson racing toward the basket and is pushed in the paint. Oh, and that's Stolke's 3rd.
Yeah,
that's not what the Hawks wanted there.
Now I'm feeling very confident in Addie O'Grady. She seems to be also comfortable and ready to attack and play some good basketball. So here we go.
So we'll see how long Hannah will sit down with the 3 fouls. Free throw good by Johnson. She has 9. Second one, also good. So Flaugier, Johnson with 10, and LSU grabs, Hawks still have that 1-point advantage as they get a couple points closer as Kate Martin races down the middle of the paint, goes up strong and is fouled.
Took a tumble, but popped back up. Again, I just love how comfortable the Hawks are tonight. Kate, Sydney, Caitlin attacking the rim.
So Kate will get a pair. Perfect on the first. Had 14 and 9 against Colorado. Has 6 in this ball game. Second one in the air. Perfect rotation and right through. Hawks by 3, 50-47. Just underway, 3rd quarter. Van Lith across the timeline in between the circles. Feeds right side, Johnson outside the arc. And then the ball knocked away by Marshall. She's done a great job, and now Johnson will pull right side 3. No. O'Grady, a rebound outside of the paint.
Big rebound.
Clark down court. A Falter had to hang in the air and couldn't get the layup to go. Johnson was there defensively to bother her a little bit. Now here's Angel Reese along the baseline, hands it off to a slashing Johnson, layup good. And now down court pass, Kate Martin receives and puts it up and in.
The speed at which the Hawks are getting back. Kate Martin was so open on that, I think it almost scared her a bit.
Van Lith all the way to the rim and has it knocked away and out of bounds by Clark. 52-49 Hawkeyes with 8:31 left to go in the 3rd. LSU will have the basketball along the baseline. Johnson will throw it in. Van Lith. Now Williams on the right wing. Hawks in a 2-3 zone. Cross-court pass. Van Lith 3 and no good. Just skipped off the right side of the rim into the hands of Kate Martin. Gets it ahead to Caitlin Clark in between the circles. Van Lith comes out on her near the timeline. O'Grady's screen. And now Clark, step back 3 against Van Lith. Count it! Right at her.
Caitlin Clark zeroed in right in Haley Van Lith's face.
They know each other well. Timeout LSU. After the Hawks sprint out to a 6-point advantage, outscoring LSU in the quarter 10-4. And we'll take a timeout as well. 8:02 left to go in the 3rd. Hawkeyes started exceptionally well in the first quarter. They do the same here in the 3rd. 55-49, Iowa on top. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oaknall is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oaknall.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Honda Civic, which car and driver called fun to drive. Honda, the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand for 2023. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R car and driver January 2023 based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Well, Caitlin Clark starts on fire in the third quarter. Now 5 out of 10 from 3, 9 of 15 overall, and has knocked down a couple of threes to start the third quarter. Iowa 3 out of 4 in the quarter from the floor, and LSU just 1 out of 3. Hawkeyes shooting over 52% for the game, 45 for the Tigers, and the Hawkeyes a 10-4 advantage in the quarter to lead by 6, 55-49 after the game was tied at the half at 45.
Yeah, I think right now what the Hawks have done here coming out of halftime is threats, right? Caitlin Clark's making threes, but then Kate Martin's running the court and getting wide open layups. So it's very difficult to guard a team like that when you don't know where those points are going to come from.
And for Clark, she seems very comfortable with Van Lith guarding her.
Yeah, no, she's, you know, they've got a long history, and I think that actually is a benefit to Caitlin Clark, and she is shooting right in her face.
You can earn $250 when you open an eligible checking account at the Tiffin branch or online. Get rewarded for banking with FSB. Visit myfsbonline.com for complete details. Subject to approval. Minimum $50 deposit. Requires e-statements and direct deposit. Member FDIC. After the timeout, LSU basketball. Left to right in front of us. Iowa by 6. Poa back into the game. Had 2 fouls in the first half. Played quite a bit in the first. And she was a defender against Clark. And she has the ball right now. Poa, wild three-pointer. That's an air ball. And the ball bounces out of bounds along the baseline. Hawkeye basketball.
You can see a little frustration brewing here on LSU, which is a great thing.
Here's Clark, deep three, left wing. Count it! Right there was Poa. Caitlin Clark with a deep three.
Get out of here. This is incredible.
Here's Reese, just outside the paint. Drives in on O'Grady. Shot no. Johnson fouls it up and in off the window. She's a very good rebounder at 5'10".
She gets in the air.
Clark gets it to O'Grady. Has her shot blocked in the paint. Dug up by Johnson. Across the timeline. Whips a pass left side. Williams fakes a three and then fires an 18-foot jump shot. No. Battle for the rebound. It's tapped out. Both teams go after it. Johnson comes up with it. Hawkeyes by 7. LSU with the basketball. Poe on the right wing. Now to Reese. Outside the paint. Now to Johnson. Fires a 17-foot jump shot straight away. No. And the rebound taken down by the Hawks.
The Hawks are just packing in on Angel Reese and forcing them to make those mid-range jumpers, which is the hardest shot to make in basketball.
Yeah, force tough twos, right? 58-51. 3, Clark. This one no good from the left side. Just about the same spot she made the previous one from 30. Poa with the rebound, brings it into the front court. Lob pass to Reese in the paint. She spins, goes up, blocked away by O'Grady. Does it again, and a whistle. And the second block, a foul is going to be called on Addie O'Grady.
Got to give Addie O'Grady some major props for her defense.
That's her first personal. Team second of the quarter.
Had 2 blocks until she got called for that third.
And that will send Angel Reese to the free throw line. 58-51 Hawkeyes. Lead the quarter 13-6, and it stays that way. First one no good by Reese. She's 1 for 3 at the line. Second one good. Her first point in the quarter, she has 14. And we've played 4 minutes. Here's Clark on the right side. Goes baseline, behind the back pass to O'Grady outside the paint. Now kicks it out to Kate Martin, free throw line extended right, dribbles toward the top of the key. Now here's a falter, right wing, drives into the paint, lob pass into O'Grady. She kicks it back out to Marshall, fakes a 3, gets into the paint, and a reach will be called on Williams.
Again, that poise of Gabby Marshall, had a tough defender, stayed strong, drew that foul. She doesn't often drive to the hoop and was on her way for sure.
Well, she is now because they're coming out on her to defend that 3. She pump fakes and gets by them. Hawks get it in, a falter, reverse layup, just couldn't get it to climb the left side of the rim. Rebound taken down by LSU in transition. Johnson on the left wing, fakes a 15-footer, gets all the way to the rim, reverse layup, no good. O'Grady gets the rebound. Ahead to Clark. Hawks by 6 and a whistle. Clark was fouled out on the right side.
Oh, she's going to grab her third.
That's Flau'jae Johnson's third. Ball possession for the Hawkeyes. Feuerbach for a falter. Van Lith comes back. Johnson will have to sit out.
It's a big foul there.
She'll sit down with 3 at the 5:20 mark. Hawks get it in. Feuerbach along the baseline. Had it knocked away by Angel Reese and out of bounds. Hawkeyes will have possession along the baseline. Clark will throw it in. Lobs it out to Kate Martin. Van Lith now on her, and we've got a push. Feuerbach was run into.
I feel like
on Poa, her
Feuerbach,
third.
Always takes a charge. I don't know what she averages on the season, but does a great job of.
Martin receives the ball on the right wing. That gets it back to Clark. 3-pointer straight away. Swish! Caitlin Clark, another 3.
Absolutely electric. Caitlin Clark is in the zone.
With 30. Poa gets a pass. Top of the key. Jumper, no. Rebound, Kate Martin. Hawkeyes by 9 with the basketball. 4:50 left to go in the third. Logo 3. Clark rimming. No good. Hit the top of the glass and into the hands of Angel Reese. Angel brings it into the front court, gets all the way into the paint. Layup is no good. Rebound, put back, no good. Morrow, again a shot, no good. That's 3 underneath the basket, missed by the Tigers. Hawks get the rebound. Here is Feuerbach on the left wing. Tries to roll a bounce pass to Addie O'Grady on the left block, but it is kicked by LSU.
Excellent run by the Hawkeyes here. LSU 0 for 9 on their last field goals, 1 for 13. And the Hawks just gaining more and more momentum and being in control of this game.
LSU no field goals the last 2:49. Timeout on the floor with 4:23 left to go in the third quarter. One that has been all Hawkeyes as they have outscored LSU 16-7 since halftime. Iowa 61, LSU 52. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa athletic programs to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Learn more at iowaswarm.com. Thank you to the supporters of the Hawkeye women's basketball postseason. GameBridge and the Parity Flex product designed specifically for women. Crystal Group, 100% employee-owned and driving innovation with real ownership. And the UI Energy Collaborative, enhancing academic and research excellence across campus. Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as all the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant, and we're committed to making it clean. By 2025, we'll rely completely on climate-friendly, alternative fuels. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle these new fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
At Crystal Group, we are driven to make the world safer and more efficient by building superior rugged technology for those on the front lines and in industries that grow our economy. As a 100% employee-owned company, our employee owners are committed to each other's success and are motivated to do things others can't or won't. At Crystal Group, we understand that we're part of something bigger and are proud to support our community and the Hawkeyes.
Postseason coverage on the Hawkeye Radio Network is presented by your Central Midwest Honda dealers. Your Central Midwest Honda dealers invite you to enjoy a thrilling ride. Whether it's behind the wheel of a fun-to-drive Honda sedan or behind the bench watching our Hawkeye women's basketball team power into the playoffs, it's game on. Go Hawkeyes!
Hawks 5 out of 10 in the third quarter from the floor, but probably more importantly, 4 out of 6 from 3. Caitlin Clark just on fire, now has 31 points, 7 of 14 from 3, and the Hawkeyes with a lead of 61-52 to tie their biggest lead of the ballgame.
Yeah, just some really great basketball here, obviously propelled by Caitlin Clark, who is just in the zone, on fire. I mean, obviously we love her three-point shots, but what I love is this calmness about her. She's just in it.
And she now has the NCAA record for three-pointers made in NCAA tournament games. Clark gets it into Martin. Racing toward the basket, lost control of the ball, did save it from going out of bounds, but into the hands of Van Lith, who races all the way to the basket, and Clark knocks it away and out of bounds. LSU will keep the basketball, but really good defense in transition by Iowa.
I think again, Caitlin Clark can do so much, but she has come up with some very big defensive play. She's a great defender that she doesn't always get credit for because of all of the other stuff that she does.
Andy O'Grady stays in there. Van Lith looks inside, now kicks it into the corner. Johnson, and her pass is intercepted by Clark as she tried to get it to Angel Reese. Gets it to a Falter, slicing to the basket, left-handed layup. 2 more for Sydney Falter.
And I love that Caitlin Clark could have probably taken a 3, could have probably driven in, but slowed down and got an easy layup to Sydney Falter.
Biggest lead of the ballgame for the Hawkeyes. Reese inside, couple attempts, and is fouled by O'Grady. She catches it that deep. It's
tough.
Very difficult.
And it's hard to actually box out on that because you're so far under the rim at that point.
63-52 Hawkeyes. Reese at the line, shooting 2. First one, no good. Off the left side of the rim. Angel Reese has struggled at the line tonight. 2 out of 5. And this one long. Missed them both. Clark the rebound. Down court pass, a Falter. Layup swatted away by Johnson, but the Hawkeyes will keep the basketball.
Yep.
Clark will throw it in. Van Lith on her. Gets it to Gabby Marshall left side. Now in between the circles. Sydney Falter hands it to Clark. Van Lith comes out on her. Now Johnson does. And Clark gets into the paint. Left-handed layup, no good. Got her own rebound. Kicked it back out to Kate Martin. Three-pointer rimming, no. Rebound taken down by Williams. LSU into the front court. Hawks on top, 63-52. Williams pull-up jumper right side, no good. Martin the rebound. And LSU just ice cold here in the third quarter.
Can't hit much. Inside, outside, mid-range. Looks like maybe Kate Martin got hit on her ear.
She's okay,
tugging at her ear, yeah.
You can hear the Hawkeye crowd.
Nothing better. The other great thing is we're seeing the parent section, player, coaches, families. They've been standing almost the entire game.
63-52. Hawks with the lead in the basketball. Clark across the timeline. Top of the key. Hands it off for Marshall. Now Martin in between the circles. Drives down the right side of the lane. Spin move. Short jumper up, and it climbs over the front of the rim, and good.
What a move from an absolute fearless Kate Martin. She's switching that into that total veteran mode. Nothing but confidence.
65-52. Big lead for the Hawkeyes. Van Lith throws it away. Williams was on the right wing. Wasn't ready for the basketball.
Yeah, LSU is flustered. They can't get anything going. And again, the Hawks just seem so poised and confident and just playing their game, you know. The focus is on what they've got to do and their game.
Poa comes back in. And now the officials will send both teams to the bench. We'll see if they're going to maybe take a look at an elbow or something when Kate Martin got hit in the side of the face.
Okay. Okay, we'll see what this results in.
Coverage of the NCAA tournament right here on the Hawkeye Radio Network is presented by your Central Midwest Honda dealers. Your Central Midwest Honda dealers invite you to enjoy a thrilling ride, whether it's behind the wheel of a fun-to-drive Honda sedan or behind the bench watching our Hawkeye women's basketball team continue in the tournament. It's game on. Go Hawks. Officials continue to look at that play. We assume that's what they're looking at. With the Hawkeyes leading 65-52 with 2:45 left to go in the third.
Caitlin Clark has 12 points alone here in the third quarter. 4 3-pointers. Kate Martin with 6 points. Yeah.
Tough 3-pointers.
Yep.
Yeah, Clark had 19 at the half, now has 31, had 29 against the Colorado Buffaloes, and the Hawks are on a 7-0 run the last 2:34. LSU, Tiffany, 0 for their last 11, 1 for their last 15, have not scored for 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yep, they are not getting in their groove, and that's just when you just take advantage. I hate to say that, kick them while they're down, but you want to kick them while they're down. Keep taking advantage of their not being able to hit. We're rebounding well right now and just kind of stay in our zone.
So no flagrant foul. Hawkeye basketball. 2:40 left to go. Third quarter action. Hawks with the big lead of 13. Here's Gabby Marshall on the right wing. Brings it back up top. Now to Kate Martin, right wing. Drives baseline, goes up, has it blocked away, and the ball dug up by Poa. Poa across the timeline. Down court pass. Angel Reese. Nice catch and the right-handed layup. Clark into the front court. 65-54. Caitlin 3 straight away short. And a foul will be called on the Hawkeyes. I think they'll get Sita Falter for a hold.
It was kind of an odd call. It looked like she was just kind of going after the basketball, but do I dare say it? He's got the better angle.
Johnson into the game, playing with 3 fouls. Van Lith, free throw line extended right. 2 minutes left to go in the third. Hawks on top 65-54. Johnson left wing, pull up 15-foot jumper, no good. A Falter goes after the rebound, but Morrow takes it away, lays it off the window. Morrow with 8. Clark into the front court. Now Martin, 3, left to the top of the key. A little bit strong off the bracket, long rebound to Van Lith. She's in the front court, gets to the paint, runner, no. Reese, rebound, no. Gets it again, goes up, blocked, and then finally into the hands of Johnson, and she lays it up and in. Down court pass, Martin goes up underneath the basket, has it swatted away by Johnson, out of bounds, but it went off the left hand of Kate Martin, and that is LSU basketball. 6-0 run by the Tigers, the last 107.
Things can change quickly in this game, as we know, especially with this LSU team.
And you feel like they're a fourth quarter team.
Correct. They just kind of turn it on. This is an important defensive possession here for the Hawks.
But we're still in the third quarter. 1:13 left to go. Hoa angles left side. Clark about 5 feet away from her. And Clark gets a hand on the ball, intended for Reese, dug up by Reese, then stolen away by Clark into the hands of Gabby Marshall. Now Clark, down court pass to O'Grady, catch, layup, good.
Caitlin Clark with the defensive effort and the assist.
And just placed that ball perfectly. Yeah. Poa, wide open 3, straight away, no. And underneath, on the rebound, a foul will be called on Anisha Morrow.
I think Cynthia Falter's been waiting for that call. She's been boxing out really well and finally got it.
And this will be free throws for the Hawkeyes now in the bonus. 67-58. Iowa with 44.2 left to go in the third. So Cynthia Falter will be at the free throw line.
To the line for Iowa, shooting 2.
Her first trip. Has just been shooting free throws exceptionally well this year. First one, perfect.
Keeps it going.
On the year, 86%.
Just missed 2? Yeah.
Second one good. Martin for a Falter. And now Hannah Stalkey, who picked up that third foul, the 9:35 mark, comes in. Really good minutes by O'Grady.
Excellent minutes. She should be very proud of the work that she put in when she's been out there today.
69-58 Hawkeyes. LSU with the basketball. Van Lith, right side, brings it to the free throw line and threw it away. Miscommunication with Angel Reese. Iowa basketball. And now a Falter and Ediger will come in.
Smart move to kind of make sure that Hannah stays out of foul trouble. And
so a 5-second differential, shot clock, game clock. We're at 27 left on the game clock. 69-58 Hawkeyes. Clark out near the timeline. Van Lith on her. Martin out near the top of the key. Now Clark goes to work, gets down the right side of the paint. Shot is up and no good, a little bit short. Reese the rebound, 5 seconds left to go. Johnson across the timeline, angles left side, will fire a 3, no good. Nice defense there by Cynthia Falter. Yep. As we head to the fourth quarter, Iowa 69, LSU 58. The Hawks 10 minutes away from a trip to the Final Four. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Get Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Honda Civic, which car and driver called fun to drive. Honda, the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand for 2023. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V.
So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R car and driver January 2023 based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
I'm Ingrid Lizarraga, breast surgeon at the University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center, the state's only NCI-designated cancer center. Here, we look beyond just the type of cancer you have to discover the molecular details of the disease. We have teams dedicated to each cancer type, with treatments and trials you won't find anywhere else in Iowa. Go to uihc.org/cancer.
Rob Brooks and Tiffany Reedy, courtside at the MVP Arena in Albany, New York. On the line, the Albany Region 2 Championship and a trip to the Final Four, with the Hawks leading 69-58, outscoring LSU in the third quarter 24-13. LSU had a long drought there. Did make a little bit of a run toward the end of the third quarter, but certainly a quarter that the Hawkeyes really controlled from the start with Caitlin Clark's three-point shooting.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark's three-point shooting, the Hawks shooting 4 for 9, and juxtaposed to LSU's 0 for 5 from the three-point line. So hot shooting one team, kind of cold shooting the other. And again, as they made that little run, as you mentioned, the Hawks kind of withstood it and stayed focused to the end of that quarter.
Heart disease is the leading cause of death for men and women in the United States, and you need expert care from specialists who know your heart condition inside and out. UI Heart and Vascular Center has advanced trained cardiologists that use state-of-the-art diagnostic tools. Make an appointment today at uihc.org/HVC. Points in the paint, really tight. LSU 32, Iowa 28. Hawkeyes have led by as many as 13 in that third quarter. And Iowa has led for 18 minutes and 22 seconds. LSU for 9:27. Clark with 31, 4 rebounds and 8 assists. Sydney Fulter just continues her outstanding play, has 14 points. And then Addie O'Grady's played 13 minutes and 18 seconds off the bench, with Hannah Stolke in some foul trouble. No Hannah now. We'll see how much she plays here in the fourth quarter with 3 personal fouls. She has 6 and 5.
Yeah, the Sydney Fulter story is interesting. When she took over the starting spot versus Penn State in the first round of the Big Ten tournament, she came in averaging 7 points. Since then, she's been averaging 13 points a game. Obviously hit that average tonight. So it's an incredible story of how she's taken advantage of this opportunity.
Here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. LSU with the basketball. Van Lith on the right wing. Last year's national champions. In the corner, three-pointer is good by Williams. That's her first basket since the first half. 69-61. Clark fakes a 3 left to the top of the key, gets it back from O'Grady. Caitlin at the top of the key, down the left side, now to O'Grady, mid-range jumper left side, no good. Goes after the rebound, and a foul will be called. And that'll go against Staddy. That's her third.
So
shot looked good.
It did look great, and that is a shot that she is more than capable of making. But she's going to have to play it smart, because she's got 3, Stolke's got 3. Got to play some smart basketball.
LSU with the ball. Van Lith on the right wing. Bounce pass inside to Angel Reese. Dribbles underneath the basket. Now kicks it back out. Morrow makes a move all the way to the rim. Layup high off the window is good. She has 10 at 17 against UCLA. O'Grady goes up after the Clark pass, paint to paint, and is fouled by LSU.
So now Angel Reese has 3.
So Johnson and Reese both with 3. O'Grady will get a pair. Iowa leads 69-63. A minute and 5 seconds into quarter number 4. O'Grady eyes the hoop. Free throw in and out. Hawkeyes 8 of 10 from the free throw line.
Maybe a contact issue. Angel Reese kind of slowed down. Second shot.
She has one of the inside positions of the lane. Second free throw perfect by O'Grady. She has 5 and will come out for Stolke. 70-63, Hawks with the lead, LSU with the basketball. Van Lith running the point. Brings it across the timeline. Clark waits for her at the top of the key. Now angles left side. Free throw line extended. Now here's Angel Reese. High post area. Scoop shot no good against Hannah Stolke. Rebound to Clark. Across the timeline. Top of the key. Wheels back. And hands it off to Kate Martin, who drives all the way to the hoop. Left-handed layup is good.
Fearless Kate. Took it right to Angel Reese. Just a beautiful soft touch off the backboard.
Hawks back up by 9. Lob pass inside. Morrow goes up and finishes. She has 12. Had 6 at intermission. Almost 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Long 3. Clark rolls it in. Left to the top of the key. And Van Lith just shrugs her shoulders.
She can't stop her, and she knows it. What a shot.
75-65 as Van Lith tried to get the ball inside to Morrow. And it was batted away by the Hawkeyes and out of bounds. 34 for Caitlin Clark. Had 19 at the break. Van Lith underneath the basket throws it out to Angel Reese. Now back to Van Lith. Head and shoulders fake. Gets into the paint. Scoop shot up and good with the left hand. No good as she is fouled. Looked like it was going to drop and then spun off the left side of the iron. As now Sydney Falter gets her 3rd. So Haley Van Lith, a prolific scorer at Louisville, makes the free throw. That's her 8th point. Has averaged 11-7 this year, taking on more of an assist role, not getting as many shots as you would expect on this team versus playing for the Cardinals. Second one also good. And it's 75-67. Hawks with the lead in the basketball. Here's a Falter, left wing. Clark gets it back from Marshall on the left side. Now gets a screen from Stolke and tried a little give and go. And Hannah Stolke couldn't handle the pass. Wasn't much space there, but goes off of Hannah's left leg and out of bounds.
Hawks have had a couple of those tonight. Just not quite enough space, not quite the right angle.
LSU in the front court. Van Lith in between the circles. Hands to Johnson, who has 16, and she gets into the paint. Lost control of the ball and dug up by the Hawkeyes, as looked like Kate Martin took a blow.
She did.
Morrow picks up her 2nd. Kate's just fine.
She's taking some bumps tonight, that's for sure.
She can handle that. 75-67. Hawks with a lead in the basketball. Approaching 7 minutes left to go. Three-pointer. Clark in the air, right at the top of the key. No. Martin gets the rebound along the baseline. Gets it to Hannah Stolke, who dribbles it out on the right wing. Hands it off to Clark. She's at the elbow. And then try to bounce pass along the baseline to a slashing Kate Martin. And the ball was kicked. So the Hawks will inbounds with 20 on the shot clock. 6:54 on the game clock. Martin gets it inside as she goes to the rim and beat Johnson there and lays it up with the left hand.
Muscles it up there, but how many times have we scored off that exact out-of-bounds play this year?
Terrific play called by the bench. Shot is up and no good by Morrow. Clark with the rebound, racing into the front court with a 77-67 advantage. Clark on the left side. Now fires it into Kate Martin, and she goes up, and it's swatted away. This time by Angel Reese. Poa back for LSU. Iowa basketball. Clark will throw it in. Van Lith on her. Bounce pass to Gabby Marshall left side. Now in between the circles of Falter. Right side Clark. Races into the paint. Jump shot suspended in the air. No good. Rebound down to Angel Reese. Gets it ahead to Van Lith. Poa free throw line extended left. We approach 6 minutes left to go in the ballgame. Morrow at the free throw line. Right side, Williams fires a three-pointer. Too strong off the left side of the rim. Long rebound taken down by a Falter. Now Clark walks it across the timeline. 77-67. Martin, three ball, right at the top of the key. No, and it skips off the rim and goes out of bounds. LSU basketball. Van Lith will inbounds it right in front of us in the backcourt. Poa now on the point, across the timeline with 5:40 left to go. Poa angles left side. Hawks on top by 10. Bounce pass inside, layup good, Morrow. She has 14. Caught it in the paint, laid it up on the left side. Here's Clark, gets into the paint, lost control of the ball, gathers it, goes up, first one no, got her own rebound, kicks it back out to Kate Martin, who tried to roll a bounce pass to Stolke down on the right block, and another kick ball.
So many kicks.
And it will be Iowa basketball along the sideline. 77-69 Hawkeyes. LSU leading by 3 in the quarter. Hawks get it in. Clark takes a handoff from Martin in between the circles. Angles right side, fires a three-pointer. Count it!
Absolutely unbelievable. We are witnessing an extraordinary game by the GOAT.
And the ball is loose in the paint as LSU tried to get it down on the right block. A Falter came away with it, but a jump ball will be called. Possession arrow favors the Hawkeyes.
Hustle plays. It all adds up. The Hawks looks gassed right now. Both sides, both teams are tired, and right now it's all about getting the possessions, maximizing your time on offense.
Well, good time for a timeout then.
Yeah.
With 4:49 left to go. Caitlin Clark with a big-time three pushes her total to 37. She's made 9 of 18 from deep. Iowa 80, LSU 69. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Thank you to the supporters of the Hawkeye women's basketball postseason. GameBridge and the Parity Flex product designed specifically for women. Crystal Group, 100% employee-owned and driving innovation with real ownership. And the UI Energy Collaborative, enhancing academic and research excellence across campus. A public-private partnership between the University of Iowa, ENGIE, and Meridium, the UI Energy Collaborative drives academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Visit uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, GameBridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently by putting you in control, so you can invest on your own terms and grow your savings over time. It's a better way to invest, because it's investing your way. Get started today with as little as $1,000 at GameBridge.io.
Postseason coverage on the Hawkeye Radio Network. is presented by your Central Midwest Honda dealers. Our women's basketball team has supplied Hawkeye fans with thrills, buzzer beaters, and dominating performances all season long. Your Central Midwest Honda dealers are ready to dazzle you with performance too. After the game, check out our award-winning lineup. Go Hawkeyes!
Well, Caitlin Clark with another dazzling performance. Say, when the lights are bright, you know that CC comes to play. And now has tied the most three-pointers made by her in a game with 9. Before the break, we told you she was 9 of 18. Also made 9 at Maryland back in 2021. Also against Cleveland State in Des Moines. And against Michigan this past year when she set the NCAA women's scoring record. She shot 20 against Michigan State on January 2nd of 24, including that game winner, and she has put up 18 so far tonight. Hawkeyes lead at 80-69, 4:49 left to go between the Hawkeyes and a trip to Cleveland. Clark also last year made 8 against South Carolina and Louisville. She played great in the Elite 8 game against Louisville last year, and then had, of course, 30 points in the national championship game.
Just keeps breaking her own records, breaking more and more records. It's an incredible thing to watch. We are blessed to have a front row seat to absolute greatness.
And Clark has the basketball. Hawks by 11. 4:40 left to go. Clark in between the circles. Johnson comes out on her. Now Kate Martin on the right wing. Hands it back to Caitlin Clark out near the hash mark. Hawks really haven't made a move toward anything yet. Clark is doubled and gets the ball to a Falter left wing, who drives to the elbow. Kicks it back to Kate Martin. Drives off the dribble and knocks down a mid-range jumper on the baseline.
And a little off-balance mid-range jumper. That was a tough shot.
And some elevation.
Exactly. Kate Martin is another one of those veterans that's in the zone. They are not going to lose this game tonight.
82-69. 4 minutes left to go. Johnson down the right side of the lane. Little scoop shot with the right hand up off the window and good. She has 18. She had 8 at the half. Clark walks it across the timeline. 17 on the shot clock. Hawks will run some clock with 3:35 left to go. Here's Clark on the right side. And how about a deep three-pointer that skips off the left side of the rim and almost saved from going out of bounds. Sydney Falter went after that. There was some contact after the shot, but no call. LSU basketball, 82-71. Hawks with the advantage. Hawks have led this entire second half after being tied at 45. Johnson tried to get a pass inside, and it's stolen away by Marshall. And then contact after Gabby stole it. And she might have got poked in the eye.
Something.
Johnson picks up her 4th. Team's 3rd, so no free throws yet with 3:17 left to go. 82-71 Hawkeyes.
It wouldn't be a game in the NCAA tournament if Gabby Marshall didn't have some sort of crazy block or steal. That one, she just jumped in the air, grabbed the ball almost out of Johnson's hand.
Clark across the timeline. In between the circles, drives, paint, picks up her dribble, and just move that pivot foot. And traveling is the call. LSU basketball with 3:06 left to go. Nothing easy if you're Iowa defensively. Van Lith across the timeline, angles free throw line extended right. Drops a pass inside. Nice pass deep, and the shot is up by Reese. No good. Goes after it again, and a whistle.
She is just tough to get that rebound on. She's so good at grabbing it down and quickly putting it back up and drawing that foul. That's been definitely a challenge for the Hawks tonight.
Well, it's 6'3", the long arms, and jumps quickly. Free throw, no good.
But hey, she is struggling on her free throws.
2 of 7 on the season. 73.6 free throw shooter. Percentage-wise, does make the second. Reese with 17. And we're under 3. 82-72, Hawks by 10. Clark across the timeline. Just hanging out. Keeping that right-handed dribble going against Johnson. Stalky now receives the ball at the top of the key, gives it back to Clark. Now to Stalky, driving layup, good with the right hand, and she's fouled. How about that play?
Wow. Caitlin Clark, the master of the game, knew exactly what she needed to do there. Beautiful bounce pass to Hannah Stolke, who, by the way, calm, cool, collected, put it right up.
And gets a free throw to try to complete the three-point play off the right side of the rim. Reese grabs the rebound, gets it ahead to Van Lith. She pulls up 15 feet left wing. No! Marshall the rebound. Hawks with 2:20 left to go on top, 84-72. Caitlin across the timeline. Van Lith going after the ball. Clark no problem getting away from her, and now fires a three-pointer left to the top of the key. No good. Reese the rebound. Hawks did run some clock. Here's Williams across the timeline, down the right side of the lane. Shot is up and good. Just climbed over the right side of the rim. 30-second timeout taken by LSU.
LSU calls 30 seconds.
1:55 left to go. Iowa 84, LSU 74.
So the Hawks definitely want to get a stop down here, but then continue to do what they've been doing on offense. Run down that clock a bit, take advantage of every second to kind of get near the end of the game.
And Iowa's been so good late, running some clock, and then getting a good shot.
Yes, yeah, that's the key. And then run that clock down and then execute a play. You say this every game. You haven't said it yet this game, but
there's still time.
Caitlin typically when running it down, executes, starts that play at 7 seconds left. That's exactly where we want to be. Maybe at the half court set a little bit earlier than that, but hey, that's the name of the game, is just running the clock down.
So Reese has 4 fouls, as does Flau'jae Johnson. Hannah Stalke has 4 for the Hawkeyes. So 1:55 left to go in the fourth. Iowa 84, LSU 74. Hawks will have the ball. We'll see if LSU will come out in full court pressure. They do. Poa comes back into the game. And Clark gets it into Kate Martin. Splits a double team, then lost control of the ball, but dug up by Gabby Marshall and then taken away by LSU. Here is Angel Reese on her way to the hoop, and the layup is good, but an offensive foul will be called on Angel Reese, her 5th.
Kate Martin took that charge like a beast.
So Angel Reese will foul out of the game with 17 points and 20 rebounds. And LSU will take some time to get a player into the game.
So Angel Reese has only scored 3 points. At half, she had 13. Only 3 points this half. Just a great defensive effort by Addie O'Grady, Hannah Stolke, and the whole team.
1:45 left to go. Hawks look to get it in. Do so to Stolke. Now to a Falter, still in the backcourt. LSU's doubling every pass. And cross-court pass to Clark. Down-court pass to Kate Martin. Goes up strong and finishes the layup. 86-74. And now long-range three, Van Lith, straight away no. Marshall the rebound, gets it to Clark. She's doubled. And now contact at midcourt as Stolke ran into Poa. And that's 5 on her. So she'll sit down with 8. That was way away from the basketball.
Way away from the ball. I wondered if it was sort of an inadvertent collision type situation.
So LSU will have it along the side with 1:20 left to go. Iowa 86, LSU 74. Poa gets it to Morrow. Now back out to Johnson. She drives left wing paint. Running shot with the right hand. No. O'Grady the rebound. Hands it off to Kate Martin. Dribbles in the backcourt. Now the ball swatted up in the air. Gathered again by Kate. And a reach will be called on Haley Van Lith. And it'll be free throws for Kate Martin. 86-74 Hawkeyes with 1:05 left to go. A minute 5 away from the final 4 again.
Yeah, just, I feel like I'm in a dream.
Well, don't wake up.
No.
First free throw good. Martin with 20. How big has she been in the second half?
Has done it all.
Kate's second. Perfect. 88-74. Williams down the right side. Spins outside the paint. Shot no from 12, but a foul will be called on the Hawkeyes. That'll be 2 on Marshall. Williams at the line. First of 2, good. Williams with 14. 88-75. Second one in the air and in the hoop. And Lisa Bluter will call timeout to advance the ball to midcourt. And the Hawk fans sensing it.
Yes.
88-76. Hawkeyes on top with 59.5 left to go, and we'll have the basketball. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is responsible for our community being home to countless amateur sporting events and state tournaments. From state volleyball, wrestling, tennis, and more, the Sports Commission generates significant annual economic impact while adding substantially to our quality of life. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is a proud presenting sponsor of UI Women's Athletics. Learn more at WeGotNext.org. Kate Martin will inbounds the ball along the sideline. 59.5 left to go. 88-76 Hawkeyes. A huge third quarter. Bounce pass to a Falter left wing. And an immediate foul on Williams.
And that is who I definitely want at the free throw line in this situation.
Yeah, we're okay with that, right? You don't want Clark there?
I'd actually take anybody on the court. We are such a strong free throw shooting team.
Hawks 11 of 14 from the free throw line. Sydney will get 2. First one, got it.
Cool as a cucumber.
15 for Sydney Falter, who's only missed 1 free throw in postseason play going back to the Big Ten tournament. Second one rattles around and drops in. 90-76. Williams for 3, right wing drills it. That pulls LSU to within 11, 90-79. And timeout taken by LSU. So the Hawkeyes will get some time to set things up against what has become pretty good full court pressure by the Tigers.
Yep. They will want to make sure they take care of the ball. Obviously, LSU is going to probably need to foul, so step up to that free throw line, but they do not want a situation where LSU is getting a steal and a quick bucket. We've seen games. It's not likely, but we've definitely seen games where it can happen.
52.7 left to go in the fourth quarter. Iowa 90, LSU 79. Coach Bluter has her team out on the court. And now the Hawkeyes will take a 30-second timeout. And they'll be able to advance the ball, so good
there we go.
Strategic move.
Yes.
Caitlin Clark with 37. Both teams have scored 21 points in the fourth quarter. It was the third quarter that set the stage as Iowa outscored LSU 24-13. So Kate Martin walks just about 10 feet to our right along the sideline here and will throw it in. Poa will defend the pass. Taylor McCabe into the game. Clark gets it. She's in the front court. Keeps that dribble going. Two players run at her. She gets it to a falter. Now back to Clark. And finally a foul after running several seconds off by Van Lith.
It's interesting they didn't try to foul earlier, but hey, we'll take that.
90-79. LSU, the defending champs. First one perfect by Clark. That's now 38. Two dribbles, ball in the air, got it. 92-79, 35 seconds left to go. Poa, three-pointer left side, drills it, and is fouled by Clark. A chance for a 4-point play. That's not what you want.
That is definitely not what you want. But the Hawks have a strong enough lead that you don't need to hit any sort of panic button. Caitlin Clark sort of tugged at her jersey, said, whoops, my bad.
That's my fault. Yep. Knew it right away. Hawks by 10. Poa's free throw, no good. That's been a tough spot for LSU in this game. The free throw line. 11 of 17. The ball goes out of bounds. Touched last by the Hawkeyes. So Van Lith gets an opportunity for three. Left side, no. Rebound, put back, no good. The first time. Second time it is by Johnson. Morrow missed the first one. Johnson has 20 and a quick timeout. 30-second timeout taken by the Hawkeyes. Still with a 92-84 lead. 26.1 left to go. Hawks trying to join South Carolina and NC State. A spot in the Final Four. So Martin will throw it in along the sideline. Taylor McCabe back in the game for the Hawkeyes. Put two players in the backcourt, two in the front court. Really spread the floor with 26.1 left to go. 92-84 Hawkeyes, and this time Clark gets the ball and immediately a foul on LSU. That'll be 3 on Van Lith. O'Grady for McCabe. Situational switch. Clark at the line. And there is 40.
Keeps it going.
Second one, perfect. 94-84, Hawks by 10. 21 seconds left to go. Johnson, three-pointer, right side, no. Morrow, rebound, shot blocked by Clark into the hands of a Falter, and she is fouled underneath the hoop.
Caitlin Clark, blocking shots here.
Doing it all.
We know she's had a couple of big steals, got a block shot, lots and lots of points.
Well, the Hawks have been smiling all night. It might be a little wider right now.
Yeah, for sure.
94-84 with 14.2 left to go. A Falter at the free throw line. Feuerbach for O'Grady. Free throw, just short by a Falter. Taylor McCabe will come in for Caitlin Clark. A Falter's second, a little bit strong. And rebound taken down by LSU. With 10 seconds, Johnson for 3, swishes it left to the top of the key. And
another timeout.
Another timeout taken by the Hawkeyes. This will be a full timeout to advance the basketball. 94-87. 7.9 seconds left to go. What domination, really, by Iowa since the start of the third quarter.
Yeah, it just was, everything they've done well and done right. They've played defense well. They've obviously shot the ball well. But I'm going to say it again. Their poise that they've displayed throughout this entire game, very zoned in, not worried about the refs, though I will say the refs have been pretty good this game. They just really seemed to know that they were going to win this game and believe it in their hearts.
Had confidence. As Coach Bluter said in the pregame show, team was calm today.
Yep.
And Clark has been sensational. But she's had help.
She has. It's been an absolute team effort. And, at the top there with Caitlin Clark, Addie O'Grady getting great minutes in. It's been a joy to watch.
Clark does stay in the game, gets the ball, weaves through some traffic, and will just hold it. And that'll do it. The Hawks will rock and roll to Cleveland, Ohio, and the Final Four. 94-87. The Hawks over the defending champs, the LSU Tigers.
Wow, Rob, this is just, it's dreamlike, but it's also such an exclamation point on this squad and what they've been able to do this year. It's absolutely perfect.
10 in a row as the Hawkeyes get victory number 33 on the year. Lisa Bluter goes through the handshake line and kind of dancing with the band.
Yes, she's feeling good too. Of course, she is just a legend.
And now she puts on the hat as the Hawkeyes, the Albany 2 regional champions. And some confetti dumped on Coach Bluter at midcourt. Not Powerade, just confetti.
I like that change. Nobody likes the Powerade being dumped on the hair and all that. What a great moment for the Hawks.
Yeah, we've seen plenty of confetti this year, haven't we? And of course, the Hawkeyes will get to cut the nets down and celebrate this big-time victory. 94-87 over LSU. Redemption.
Came into a game replaying the national championship game from a year before, and there was never any doubt that this was going to be the outcome.
All region team being introduced. And we'll be joined here by Sid Falter as just named to the all-tournament team again, just like the Big Ten tournament. We get all-tournament here with Sydney, ended up with 16 points, and Sydney just seemed to be kind of a calm effect for the Hawkeyes during this game. Just came off, got to a great start, and just really seemed to settle in. What'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, we came in, locked in. You know, we weren't going to let the outside noise come in our circle, and we knew our circle was tighter and this team is closer than anything else. So we really relied on each other and had each other's backs. And, you know, our sayings drive through the smoke, and that's what we did today.
Yeah, sure did. And that third quarter, just sensational. Outscored LSU 24-13. What was the message at the half for Coach Bluter after it was tied at the half to start the second half?
Yeah, we really said, you know, they were really tired, and that's our game. You know, that's what we like to do is run in transition, and we were getting up the floor and getting long outlets from Caitlin, even on Meg. So I think that was super important. And then, you know, they're a lot bigger than us, but I think we locked down and boxed out really hard, and we executed that in the second half better.
Yeah, talk about that battle underneath, because you really had to fight and claw for every rebound.
Totally, and we knew that going into the game. This was going to be super gritty and super tough, and LSU is a great team, and they have great players, great posts, and that was really a main key focus going into this game, and we were going to have to box out in order to win this.
Defensively, what was really important tonight?
I mean, I think we played great defense against Colorado, and that was really the message is we're going to keep on doing what we did in West Virginia and Colorado and keep sticking with that. And I think, you know, our defense has gotten better game after game, and so we're going to keep riding that.
This will be pretty enjoyable, right? You got to enjoy this one for a little while, even though the work's not done, right?
Absolutely. We're going to enjoy this, and then, you know, we got 2 more games to play.
That's
so.
Exactly right. Off to Cleveland, right?
That's right.
Sid, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Sydney Falter, just outstanding in this venue at 15-5 against Colorado, and put 16 on the board in 37 minutes tonight, and had 5 rebounds. And she told you how tough it was battling underneath against LSU, as the Hawkeyes are regional champs, 94-87 against LSU. On to Cleveland. Back with an expanded postgame show after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Hawkeyes, while you're hard at work in class or on the court, there's a team behind the scenes making sure that the power keeps going, the water keeps flowing, and the temps inside are just right. Introducing the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative. The collaborative is a public-private partnership between UI, NG, and Meridium. It delivers the funds UI needs to drive our academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Check it out at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Do you want to play an integral part in helping the Hawks win championships? Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa football and the Iowa men's and women's basketball programs to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Your tax-deductible Swarm donation will compensate our Iowa student athletes for working to further the missions of local charities such as the United Way, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and more. Go to iowaswarm.com for more information and make Iowa athletics the place for our student athletes to experience the thrill of winning championships.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Feel the excitement as NASCAR returns to the Iowa Speedway with Powerball and the Iowa Lottery. Just add the double play bonus to your Powerball ticket for $1, then enter it in the VIP club, and you could win tickets to the sold-out NASCAR race or other exclusive race weekend prizes. Feel the power of NASCAR and double play today. Woohoo! See complete rules and details at ialottery.com/VIP.
At Crystal Group, we are driven to make the world safer and more efficient by building superior rugged technology for those on the front lines and in industries that grow our economy. As a 100% employee-owned company, our employee owners are committed to each other's success and are motivated to do things others can't or won't. At Crystal Group, we understand that we're part of something bigger and are proud to support our community and the Hawkeyes.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is the Iowa Soybean Association postgame show, delivering solutions for every life, every day. Hawkeye basketball is brought to you by U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Once again, here's Rob Brooks.
And welcome back to Albany as the celebration continues on the court for the Iowa Hawkeyes after taking care of LSU 94-87. That third quarter was just magical for the Hawkeyes, outscoring LSU 24-13 as the ceremony will start and the nets will be cut down. Well, Tiff, we'll get to Coach Bluter a little bit later on in the post-game show. We heard from Sydney Fulter, one of our players of the game, and that interview was presented by Gainbridge. Women of all ages need to think about their long-term financial goals. Gainbridge's Parity Flex product is designed to allow women to begin building their financial future now. Learn more at Gainbridge.io. Well, let's take a look at those final numbers as Caitlin Clark, along with Gabby Marshall, played all 40 minutes. And it's always good when you lead, your biggest lead is toward the end of the game. That was the case tonight. Iowa led by 14 with 1:05 left to go and led for 28 minutes in 22 seconds.
Yeah, just an extraordinary execution there at the end of the game. Led, of course, by the GOAT of all GOATs, Caitlin Clark, 41 points, 7 rebounds, 12 assists. Shot so well, 13 of 29, 9 of 20 from the three-point line. Kate Martin, the dog, 21 points, 6 rebounds. Sydney Fulter, 16 points, 5 rebounds. Hannah Stolke, quiet because of foul trouble tonight, 8 points, 5 rebounds. Gabby Marshall with the 3. Addie O'Grady, 15 minutes, came in, played some defense, 5 points, 4 rebounds. The Hawks shot 46% from the field, 41% from the three-point line. For LSU, they were led by Flauja Johnson, 23 points, 6 rebounds. Angel Reese, 17 points, 20 rebounds. Anissa Morrow, 14 points, 14 rebounds. Haley Van Lyth, 9 points. And Michaela Williams with 18 points, 7 rebounds. LSU shot 38% from the field, 33% from the three-point line. Rebounding. LSU 54 rebounds, 23 offensive rebounds to Iowa's 36 rebounds. I don't care. We won. We can get out rebounded, right? Points from the paint. LSU 44, Iowa was 36. Second chance points, LSU had 14 of them to Iowa's 5. Turnovers, LSU scored 9 points off turnovers. Iowa scored 16. That's a pretty impressive stat, capitalizing on their mistakes. It feels good to be a Hawkeye right now.
Well, the one thing, too, Tiff, you look at all those rebounds, but LSU missed a lot of putbacks.
They did, yeah.
I mean, they shot only 38.6%, only got 14 second chance points.
Yeah, that's a huge
take
stat. Of course, 23 offensive rebounds and you only score 14 points off of that. I mean, they just missed those little bunnies, and I do believe that the Hawks turned it on at halftime from a rebounding perspective.
Hawks still out on the court. All smiles as the ladders have been brought out, and all will take turns to cut down the nets here at the MVP Arena in Albany. And the Hawkeyes will go straight to Cleveland tomorrow afternoon and get set for the Final Four on Friday. So still one more game to determine the fourth team, and that's between USC and UConn. That game has just started. The Trojans with an early advantage at 5-2. Boy, either way, that'll be a heck of a game on Friday.
Yeah, either team.
So we'll keep tabs on that tonight. As Kate Martin comes over to throw the headset on.
Can this fit over my Final Four hat?
It'll fit over it. Another Final Four hat, right?
That's right.
Well, net worthy. I like that. 2024 net worthy Albany Regional Champs Kate Martin. Big time there in the second half. How'd it happen?
I think I had some opportunities to drive, attack the rim, and I was honestly trying to, draw some more fouls on some of their players, so it kind of changed my mindset to attack the rim and draw fouls on them, and when they have to stay tight to Caitlin and some of our shooters, and, it opened things up for me.
Kate, seemed to be a calmness with this team right from the start, and got off to a great start and had that lead. Of course, LSU made a run, and then kind of what happened there in the third quarter. You really got off to a great start and really separated yourself.
Yeah, I thought we just kept getting better and better each quarter, and honestly, our defense showed up at time. It showed up in the third quarter, and we were getting stops and we were making baskets, and honestly, that's just kind of the name of the game. But I'm really proud of everybody tonight, everybody's effort. Addie came in, played great. AJ even came in for a little, and did great. Kylie, everybody. So I'm just super duper proud of every single person.
Was it a type of game, especially from a rebounding perspective, you just had to grind out every single possession?
Yes, 100%. I mean, we knew that's how it was going to be. And you can't let you can't get down when things like that happen. They're going to get some. You have to limit it. And so I thought we did a good job of that.
Absolutely did. I mean, to shoot the ball at just about 50% in this environment, knock down 13 threes, do the job at the free throw line, and then the defense really stepped up as well, as it has all year.
It has, and that's won us a lot of games. So, I'm proud of all of our efforts.
Enjoy it tonight, will you?
Will do.
Promise?
Promise.
Okay.
Pinky promise. Take care. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you. Kate Martin, one of our stars of the game, as Kate ended up with 21 points, 6 boards, and also had a couple of steals, and it just was a major factor, as she has been her entire career this season. Played 38 minutes and 37 seconds.
Yeah, just Kate Martin doing Kate Martin things, which is everything she needs to do to get a Hawkeye victory. And she came alive tonight, that's for sure.
Well, you've heard Coach Bluder talk to the team pregame at shoot-arounds. Everything we need to win is in this room.
Yep.
And this team has bought into it and showed again tonight that they've got the pieces to win it all.
They are unstoppable when they are all in it together. And again, I think where they've bought in and they realize where their success is there's no thing too small to try to achieve on the court. There's no ball not worthy of going after. There's no tip or tap. And that is where they just are deadly.
No question about that. As the celebration continues on the court, and they'll have to sweep up the confetti into the wee hours tonight in Albany. We'll be back with more postgame after the break. Hawks do it. Take care of LSU. It's on to the Final Four, 94-87. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Private partnership between the University of Iowa, ENGIE, and Meridium, the UI Energy Collaborative drives academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Visit uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
If you've got the right tools and the friendly people at U.S. Bank in your corner, making smarter money choices is a piece of cake. If only our tools and helpful advisors could have helped you avoid some of those not-so-smart choices in life. Like that time you tried to pick up unicycling.
Whoa, coming through!
Or when you thought it'd be okay to pet that squirrel in the park.
Good squirrel, good squirrel.
While we can't help you with all that, we can help you bank smartly at usbank.com/smarter together. Member FDIC.
When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. I'm Aaron Bose, pediatric neurologist with the University of Iowa Healthcare. Here, we're working together every day to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, the University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, GameBridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently by putting you in control, so you can invest on your own terms and grow your savings over time. It's a better way to invest, because it's investing your way. Get started today with as little as $1,000 at GameBridge.io.
Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa athletic programs to serve charities in Eastern Iowa. Learn more at iowaswarm.com.
Thank you for joining us on the Iowa Soybean Association postgame show. Iowa, leading the nation in biodiesel production.
Hawks are off to the Final Four over LSU at 94-87. As LSU did have an 8-point lead in the second quarter at the 9:34 mark. Iowa had a big lead of 14, 1:05 left to go in the fourth. That's always a good feeling.
Yeah.
LSU did have a 13-point scoring run in the second midway through. And Iowa had an 8-0 run in the third quarter at the 7:32 mark. There's two lead changes. The game was tied for 4 minutes. Iowa led for 28 and 22 seconds. LSU for 9:27. Score by quarters. Iowa 26, LSU 31 after one quarter. So LSU had a 5-point advantage, but then Iowa came right back in quarter number two, won that one 19-14. We were tied at 45 at intermission. And then Caitlin Clark came out and just knocked down a couple of deep signature threes and got the Hawks off to a really good start. Won that quarter 24-13. Then the game was And the Hawkeyes advantage coming down the stretch, though LSU did win that fourth quarter 29-25, 94-87. One of the things that I always look for in games like this, how well do you shoot the ball?
Yep.
And the Hawkeyes, I thought, did an exceptional job. And that just shows, we talked to both Sydney and also Kate Martin about the calmness this team had, and you just kind of felt that right from the start. They were smiling all the time, didn't look like there was a lot of heavy weight on their shoulders, and shot 32 of 69, 46.4%, but got off to a really good start in the first quarter, shot 55.6%, 13 of 31 from three, almost 42%, and then over 73% from the free throw line, where LSU was only 11 of 17 at 64%.
Yeah, and I think the other piece to that is the Hawks really understanding, okay, now's the time to take a three, now's the time to take it to the rim, now's the time to draw the defense and pass off to the post. They just have seemed to really be in that flow. We're not forcing three-point shots. We're taking them when it's the right time, when it's a good shot. That's the key. That's what makes us a deadly team, because they don't know what's gonna be brought to them. Is it gonna be drives? Is it gonna be threes? They're not sure, and that makes it really difficult to guard and compete with us.
Well, you had a chance to catch up with Coach Booter right after the game.
All right, we are here courtside with Coach Bluter. Wow, Coach, this was probably the most anticipated basketball game, period, full stop. You made this about your team today. How effective was that in this win?
It was everything. I mean, we talked about we're playing against ourselves. We're trying to be the best Iowa team we can be. Doesn't matter who the opponent is. But I'm telling you, it sure feels good to get this one back from last year.
Of course, of course. You had so many contributions from so many players in big ways, small ways. Hannah got in foul trouble. Addie O'Grady came in. Sydney, Kate Martin. Talk about, at this point in the game, to have that sort of balanced team attack. What that matters.
I mean, that's what's gotten us here. I know Caitlin had a ton tonight. I get that, but she was feeling it coming out of the halftime. And when she's feeling it, I'm going to let it loose. I'm not going to put a bushel over that light. That's pretty amazing. So, I mean, she gave everybody here a great show. We had great fans here again, and we're off to Cleveland, baby.
How does it feel, Coach Bluter? 2 years, Final Four. I mean, you're a legend at this point.
It hasn't sunk in yet. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. Our team is amazing, and everybody doubted us at the beginning of the year. They said we weren't even going to be in the Big Ten. They just doubted us, and we kept believing, and I love that for this group.
You've been an amazing leader. You've led with such poise. Congratulations.
Thanks, Tim.
See you in Cleveland.
We're going to Cleveland.
Yes.
That we are. And, of course, that'll take place tomorrow. This team will enjoy this one tonight for sure, as the post-game comments from Coach Bluter. And you think about how difficult it is to get to a Final Four one time, let alone 2 times in a row. You're kind of in rarefied air for most programs across the country.
And to uproot the defending national champions. I mean, it's
who had a lot of players back.
Yeah, it's storybook. And Coach Bluter said it. There's a lot of people. We're not the same team. We're not gonna get very far. We've only lost 4 games this year, but it seems like every game we lost, it was like, oh, this is not a national championship caliber team. But yet, I'm watching them cut down the net as we speak.
Yeah, you just got the feeling late in the season. Iowa was playing very good basketball. Got to the Big Ten tournament. 3 victories there. And then you know that there'd be some close calls.
Yep.
And to me, this had all the hype going in, but Iowa controlled this game in the second half. Toughest games the last 2 years were in the second round.
Yes, exactly. I mean, you had that Georgia team, and then West Virginia. It was a grind to get here for sure, and not pretty games, I remember after the West Virginia game, it was just kind of like, that was a game, But great teams prevail despite a sluggish performance.
Well, and it's always the sign, too, of a really good team, in my opinion, Iowa can score 90 and win.
Yeah.
And then they can grind out a victory as well, as they did against West Virginia, scoring 64 points. And I, too, think, having that Colorado game really kind of in hand most of the way.
Yeah.
Nobody had to play 40 tense minutes. And I think that's key.
I agree. Coach Bluder was able to sub in, sub out. Whereas, LSU has really, they've had to, we sat next to each other when we watched their last game, and it was like they had to turn it on in the fourth quarter to pull out the victory.
That was a 40-minute.
Oh, for sure.
Much closer than that score when LSU defeated UCLA 78-69. Here goes Caitlin Clark on the ladder. Crowd acknowledges it, and
they're making her stretch. She's got like the furthest point back on the hoop.
The net's almost done. As the team takes turns, the basket to our left. And now I'm sure we'll get hopefully Coach Bluder up there soon. But now Kate Martin rises up to the rim. And boy, was she sensational tonight once again. Big game, Kate.
Big game, Kate. Love it.
And she takes the last piece of net, and one net is down, and I'm sure another one will come down as well. We'll continue on the postgame show from Albany, New York. Our postgame stats report was also brought to you by Hy-Vee. You can score big savings with the all-new, totally free Hy-Vee Perks membership. Hawks 94. The Tigers of LSU 87. The Hawks advance to the Final Four. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa athletic programs to serve charities in Eastern Iowa. Learn more at iowaswarm.com. Thank you to the supporters of the Hawkeye women's basketball postseason. Gamebridge and the Parity Flex product designed specifically for women. Crystal Group, 100% employee-owned and driving innovation with real ownership. And the UI Energy Collaborative, enhancing academic and research excellence across campus. Did you know that UI ranks near the top of the EPA's Green Power Leaderboard? With 84% of our energy coming from renewable sources. Now you can be a part of the team that makes it happen. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, our partner in a collaborative, ENGIE North America, is now offering part-time, on-campus positions where you can get hands-on, career-inspiring experience in sustainable utility systems management. Check out the jobs and apply now at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Feel the excitement as NASCAR returns to the Iowa Speedway with Powerball and the Iowa Lottery. Just add the double play bonus to your Powerball ticket for $1, then enter it in the VIP club, and you could win tickets to the sold-out NASCAR race or other exclusive race weekend prizes. Feel the power of NASCAR and double play today. Woohoo! See complete rules and details at ialotery.com/VIP.
Have you heard about this new type of television experience from Epson? It's called the Epic Vision Ultra Laser Projection TV. It combines a new type of laser projection technology along with a unique Epson Silverflex screen to produce an epic 120-inch 4K Pro UHD picture that's up to 4 times bigger than a traditional 60-inch TV. There's no better way to watch live sports, and watching Iowa basketball play live on this big bright TV is simply awesome. If you're a sports fanatic like me, you need to check this new Epson TV out for yourself. Visit epson.com/TV to learn more.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, GameBridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently by putting you in control, so you can invest on your own terms and grow your savings over time. It's a better way to invest, because it's investing your way. Get started today with as little as $1,000 at GameBridge.io.
Welcome back to the Iowa Soybean Association postgame show. Biodiesel, moving Iowa forward.
Celebration continues here in Albany. 94-87. The Hawks over the LSU Tigers. And it's on to Cleveland for a Friday night matchup against UConn or University of Southern California, who are playing right now. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Right now in the second quarter, UConn has taken a 1-point lead over USC 20-19. This is no April Fool's joke, huh? What's happening tonight?
Yeah, some just extraordinary basketball. This is the time to be a basketball fan for sure.
And there are plenty of them. There's no doubt about that. Coverage of the NCAA tournament right here on the Hawkeye Radio Network is presented by your Central Midwest Honda dealers. With our amazing lineup of rugged SUVs, your Central Midwest Honda dealers know how to dominate the competition. That's why we're such big fans of the black and gold women's basketball team as they continue their tournament run. So fasten your seatbelts and go Hawks. Well, this is the person I wanted to talk to.
Boy, holy smokes.
Jan Jensen. Well, we talked before the game. We'll see you after the victory.
We did. We did talk. We said we want to talk about going to the Final Four. So where are we going, Rob?
We are heading to the Final Four.
Which is where?
Cleveland, Ohio.
And the Rock and Roll.
We're going to rock and roll our way there.
Oh, my gosh. So thankful. So thankful.
Well, how'd you get it done tonight, Coach?
Well, you know, our theme was kind of elevate above the turbulence. And just like what we told them when we saw, LSU pop up and they won and we won, we said this is about this 40 minutes. We're not looking back. We're not looking ahead to next weekend, what might happen. It's what's going to happen right now. This team, we know how good they are. We know how good we are. All that matters is us and how us is going to fare. And I just think they did a tremendous job of that. I thought this game was good. I thought there was mutual respect. I thought people playing their hearts out. I thought Angel Reese was great. Flau'jae Johnson's great. A lot of everything that was right tonight. And I think that was my second favorite part, was that our team rocked it and we did it. And I just think this game lived up to the hype, and it was filled with a lot of sportsmanship.
Really was. And I thought at the beginning of the game, there was a calmness with this team and got off to a great start.
Yep. They have been the whole time. The shoot-arounds have been focused and fun. The trip has been fun. I mean, I think I told you, I said, I wanted to win, yes, to win, but I really wanted to win because I didn't want it to end. And when you get a team to this spot, when everybody is relaxed and fun and they're really playing for each other and everybody really is for each other and understands the role, there's nothing more beautiful in a coaching staff or as a coach, and to watch it. And it's just so fun. And, Caitlin's generational. But you know who else is? Kate Martin, that type of leader. Gabby Marshall. I mean, Sharon Goodman. These kids are just beautiful kids doing their roles. And then just all the storylines. And to get to coach them, to get to take it really, I mean, you get to the Final Four. I mean, last year we got to the final day. I mean, man, I would love to get the final day and cut the whole thing down. That's the goal. But when you get there, it's just the time to be so thankful. And just give the glory to God, and so thankful for all that He's blessed us with. And so grateful to be part of this moment. So grateful to be part of the movement of women's basketball. And I mean, how about this place being filled? And we're up in Albany, of all places.
Right. Couldn't wait to get in, and they don't want to leave.
Oh my gosh. Just so thankful. So thankful. And I just, thanks to all the fans, you guys listening. Thanks for coming to Carver. Everybody that's just supported us. We love you guys, and that's what makes it so much fun.
Yeah, in that third quarter, the game was tied at the half, and it just came out. Caitlin, of course, knocked down a couple of threes. She was in the zone, no doubt about it, tonight. But that really set the stage for that big third quarter, didn't it?
You know, it really did. That halftime, even though Flagey got that beautiful drive to tie it at 45-45, Lisa's like, all right, we got 20 minutes. And they were just so confident. You know, there was no, worry. We all kept talking about, how much more tired they were than us. I think our conditioning was really good. We were making great transition. We were making them pay when they didn't get back. And that's what they kept focusing on. We kept focusing on our strengths, and we didn't really concern ourselves with that when we let up 31 in that first quarter. When we settled, we kept going up, and they were going down, down, down. And I think the kids sensed that, and Lisa's, struck the right chord at halftime. And when Caitlin came out and was like, exclamation point, this is what I'm doing, this is what occurred.
So hard to go once.
Oh, geez.
How hard is it to go twice?
So hard. I think I'm so thankful for this year, this team, what they handled, what Caitlin handled. The intensity on the road, the scrutiny, the light kept getting brighter and brighter. And so many times they were like, well, they can't do it again. They lost all that. But to do it and to manage it, and for Caitlin to keep answering what everybody wanted her to be, and she has a double-double, right? Almost a triple-double tonight.
Yeah.
That is stuff of dreams. And I remember as a young coach, watching people go to the Final Four, and man, getting to be a team that went twice back-to-back right now, oh man, pinch me, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, but I'm so dang grateful, man. Living the dream.
And you mentioned too, Jan, this team, 33 victories.
Yeah.
School record.
Yeah. Amazing. I'm so thankful for that too. My gosh, so much to be thankful for.
We could spend the whole night,
How about we get 35? Is that?
I like it.
I like it. Rob, thank you for everything.
Yeah, well, thank you, and take a little time tonight, okay, and enjoy this one.
I'm going to get back to the net ceremony now.
Okay,
I will take a little time, I promise you that.
As always, appreciate you stopping by.
God bless everybody listening. Hello, special hello, my friends and family in Southwest Iowa, and God bless and go Hawks.
They're happy tonight. Associate head coach Jan Jensen, after the Hawkeyes defeat LSU 94-87, and the celebration continues on the court. And we'll be back with more postgame from Albany after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Are on sale now for the Hy-Vee IndyCar Race Weekend Concert Series. Saturday, July 13th, see Luke Combs and Eric Church. And Sunday, July 14th, see Post Malone and Kelsey Ballerini live in concert. 1 ticket per day gets you into a race and 2 concerts. Tickets on sale now at HyVeeIndyCarWeekend.com.
Feel the excitement as NASCAR returns to the Iowa Speedway with Powerball and the Iowa Lottery. Just add the double play bonus to your Powerball ticket for $1, then enter it in the VIP club, and you could win tickets to the sold-out NASCAR race or other exclusive race weekend prizes. Feel the power of NASCAR and double play today. Woohoo!
See complete rules and details at ialottery.com/VIP.
At Crystal Group, we are driven to make the world safer and more efficient by building superior rugged technology for those on the front lines and in industries that grow our economy. As a 100% employee-owned company, our employee owners are committed to each other's success and are motivated to do things others can't or won't. At Crystal Group, we understand that we're part of something bigger and are proud to support our community and the Hawkeyes.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, GameBridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently by putting you in control, so you can invest on your own terms and grow your savings over time. It's a better way to invest, because it's investing your way. Get started today with as little as $1,000 at GameBridge.io.
This is the Iowa Soybean Association postgame show, delivering solutions for every life, every day.
Welcome back to Albany. Not a happy Hawks, 94-87. Iowa over LSU on to the Final Four. And you were out on the court. How was it?
It's pretty magical. Lots of celebrating, lots of happy people, lots of confetti.
I'm still pulling it out of my bag from the Twin Cities.
I actually saved that confetti because it was branded Big Ten and it had the little trophy confetti.
Well, before we continue here from Albany as we wind down the post-game show, let's listen in on some of tonight's top plays. Backs her way to the basket. Now step back three, left wing. Got it. Clark starts the scoring for the Hawkeyes. Hawks by 3, 2 minutes into the game. Here's Clark. Angles right side. Bounce pass to Kate Martin. Slicing to the basket. Layup good off the window. Here's Clark. Left wing. Now Sydney Falter. Free throw line extended left. Now to Marshall. She'll fire a 3 left wing. Got it. Rattled it home. Did Gabby Marshall. It's 34-26. Here's Clark into the paint. Gets it to Sid Falter. Right side. 3. Count it for Sydney. O'Grady the rebound. Gets it to Clark into the front court. Dribbles behind her back. Gets into the paint. All the way to the window. Layup good.
Magical. She's a magician.
Here's Clark, deep 3, left wing, count it! Right there was Poa, Caitlin Clark with a deep 3. Johnson, and her pass is intercepted by Clark as she tried to get it to Angel Reese. Gets it to a Falter, slicing to the basket, left-handed layup, 2 more for Sydney Falter. Clark takes a handoff from Martin in between the circles, angles right side, fires a 3-pointer, count it!
Absolutely unbelievable.
Stalky now receives the ball at the top of the key, gives it back to Clark. Now to Stalky, driving layup, good with the right hand, and she's fouled. How about that play?
Wow.
Do so to Stalky, now to a Falter, still in the backcourt. LSU's doubling every pass, and cross-court pass to Clark, down-court pass to Kate Martin, goes up strong and finishes the layup. Clark does stay in the game, gets the ball, weaves through some traffic, and we'll just hold it, and that'll do it. The Hawks will rock and roll to Cleveland, Ohio, and the Final Four. 94-87. The Hawks over the defending champs, the LSU Tigers. Boy, does that sound good and feel good, huh? The Hawks to the Final Four, taking care of the defending national champs. Never a doubt.
Never a doubt. But I love it is. We're rocking and rolling right now, and we're rocking on rolling right over to Cleveland. It's going to be fun.
Fun is one word for it. Yeah, it's certainly going to be a great experience. And you know, last year going in, you know, you had to play South Carolina, which was a daunting task. And then, of course, we know what happened there. This year, you don't have to play South Carolina, who has only lost 1 game in 2 years, and that was to Iowa. Not that you're not going to play somebody really, really good, but you wouldn't have to face South Carolina.
Correct.
Potentially, they need to win a game, obviously, until the final game.
Yeah, I mean, this felt like a hurdle, and of course, every game counts. And you know, the winner of USC and UConn, that's going to be quite the game as well. But you're right, you're not going to hit South Carolina before the final game.
So for the Hawkeyes, still a few players out on the court. Many will head back to the locker room and certainly continue the celebration, as we certainly will enjoy this one tonight. Get to Cleveland tomorrow, and then greet you on Friday. Iowa in the Final Four for the 2nd straight year. You're going to head home for a couple of days, and then you'll be out on
I've got to
Thursday,
see those
right?
children of mine.
Oh, yeah.
See them for a couple days. They may be coming with me. Still trying to determine that. But then I will drive like a classic Iowan. I will drive the distance for the game on Friday.
Well, there'll be quite a few Iowa license plates heading that direction as they will get to Iowa City to Cleveland for sure. Hawkeyes do it, 94-87. Used a big-time third quarter, 24-13. Outscored LSU, and the Hawks never trailed and led for 28 minutes and 22 seconds. 41 points from Caitlin Clark, along with 12 assists. She was 9 of 20 from three. That ties an all-time record for her for made threes. Now that's the fourth time that she has done it, as Iowa will play on Friday night, and that'll looks like be a 7 p.m. Iowa time game. So that would be the late game. That would be the second game on Friday night from Cleveland. Sydney Falter, of course, terrific in double figures with 16. 21 from Kate Martin, along with 6 assists. Gabby Marshall, great defense once again, had a couple of steals, knocked down a 3. Addie O'Grady had 5 points and 4 rebounds in 15 minutes and 17 seconds. 8 and 5 boards from Hannah Stolke. 4 players in double figures for LSU. Flau'jae Johnson led the way with 23. 17 and 20 rebounds from Angel Reese. 18 from Michaela Williams. And 14 from Anisha Morrow. Those are the players in double figures for LSU. 44 points in the paint for LSU. 36 for the Hawkeyes. A terrific 40-minute basketball game. Hawkeyes win it 94-87. Well, that'll wrap up our coverage of Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Albany. And we're thankful to say more basketball on Friday from Cleveland. For Tiffany Reedy, I'm Rob Brooks. Hey, celebrate a little bit tonight, and we will see you on Friday. We will talk to you on the pregame show. I believe that'll be 6:45 Central Time, 7 o'clock for the tip, or just thereafter. That's the preliminary information that we're getting right now. The final score, once again, in the Elite Eight matchup, Iowa 94, LSU 87. Thanks so much for listening. We'll talk to you on Friday from the Final Four in Cleveland. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
This has been the Iowa Soybean Association postgame show. Biodiesel, moving Iowa forward. Hawkeye women's basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Authentic brand. Elevate your everyday style with a premium label of choice. Hy-Vee. Score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. And by Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit IALottery.com for details. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.